It has been a few weeks. But keep in mind, it's also been a few weeks for myself. So I'm working just off of the notes I have for the last session, so bear with me for this.
I'm 6.
Thank you.
Like years old.
You guys had returned from the last stop in, made your way back to Priest, and with a bit of an altercation.
That sounded like a challenge.
With a bit of an altercation at the gate, you eventually made your way into the city with a cart with a covered body. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Please deafen or mute him so I don't have to hear him.
And don't worry, he's server muted now. So, you guys, I'm about to server mute all of you. I did it once before. I'll do it again.
I'm listening.
You guys made your way back to Priest with a covered cart with the body of the deceased and with Millerin in the back. You made your way in, and the body was picked up after you had brought it to Waylon. You made your way back, delivered the body, which was taken away by strange men in dark cloaks. The following day, the Pretian Festival of the Gods began. You guys enjoyed the festivities as Sam and Zelfer went to pray. Zelfer came back a bit different, and perhaps a bit lighter on the inventory with his fucking apparently 12-foot-tall backpack he has full of shit. And was doing some strange things, such as giving random kids coin and prizes. But you guys enjoyed the festivities, made a new friend, sort of, and made your way back to the Gobble Inn, where you shared a drink with him and met an old friend. And as you guys hung out and enjoyed the evening as the festival was coming to a close, enjoyed a few drinks and a meal, several of you went upstairs to speak with Sam, who explained some of what is going on, but only to half the party for whatever reason. I know he probably wants to defend himself, but he's still server muted. I know exactly what he's going to say. But once the rest of the party had all reconvened down at the Gobble Inn, the two guests, Menon and what's his fucking name? It's been 3 weeks.
Does it really matter?
Judeo.
Jafar.
It does. Judeo. Menon and Judeo. As you guys were, as Zelfer was getting hit on, and you guys were wrapping up the evening with drink and meal, you see Judeo pull Menon off just to the side a little bit, whisper something in her ear. She nods, kind of gives him a look, rolls her eyes. And that's where we will pick back up, with Zelfer getting hit on, you guys enjoying your evening at the Gobble Inn.
I'm so happy I didn't miss Zelfer boning someone.
All right, Jesse, I've unmuted you. But you guys are...
What?
Sam cries out, the whole tavern stopping and looking at him.
So, Sierra, is that
I just
you?
heard a voice in my head. It was weird.
Bring you guys back over here.
Was that our friend?
So, what would you guys like to do?
And that's how I discovered I was allergic to seaweed.
The bartender leans in a bit closer. That's very interesting.
But
I'm making a
in the
note that
desert,
Zelfer is
that's-
allergic to seaweed. It's going into my character traits. I'm now allergic to seaweed.
You
Wait,
sure
are you
are.
allergic when you ingest it or when you touch it?
Don't know yet. I'll
You
come
know,
up with that later.
I'm sorry. How did you discover that again? I didn't catch the first half of that story.
well, that'd be very interesting because I didn't say the first half of that story. I just said that's how I discovered I was allergic to seaweed.
Yeah,
there was an awkward moment of silence, and I figured that would break it.
Yeah, so tell me the story.
Well, you see, I once accidentally put seaweed in my nose and couldn't breathe.
How did
So
it
I
get in
must
there? How did it get in there?
I
Don't
put
you have
that,
gills?
and that's how I learned I was allergic to seaweed. Because otherwise it wouldn't. I would have still been able to breathe.
You couldn't breathe through your mouth either?
No, it's just my nose.
Oh. She nods a little bit and looks to the rest of you.
Oh my god.
Don't blow
I
this.
smile
Zelfer.
and give her a thumbs up.
She awkwardly smiles and gives a thumbs up back. At this point, you guys hear Judeo kind of stand up from his stool a bit. Well, thank you all for the company. We'll be back very shortly. Menon, would you like to follow me? And they make their way out of the tavern.
Very
Downtown.
angrily.
Walking fast.
And
fast
as they exit,
fast.
Menon says,
I'm
we'll be back. It's
homebound.
good to see you guys. And walks out. Kind of being pulled by the arm by Judeo. Why is there a
Foreshadowing,
glowing
you
mushroom
think we'll
on
be
your
back.
Oh,
never mind.
UFO.
UFO, cool. So what are you guys doing
I-
with your evening?
Who's near me?
Oh, I will. Important reminders. 6, you were delivered a message
Percy's at the bar. with you,
impersonating somebody else.
Yes, and I did give it to him.
You did?
Yes. That
Okay,
was one of the last things I did that night. Yeah.
gotcha. So Sam, you were given a missive.
Was I?
Yes.
No, I'll read it.
But you should have it because it was given to you.
Okay, I read it.
No.
You
I gave
didn't
you
send
the
it to
text.
me,
I
did
know
you?
I gave you the text. Yes.
No, I think you said that you were going to.
I'm pretty sure I
Hold
sent
on.
it to you. I can give you the gist of what it said.
Hold on.
I'm almost positive I sent it to you.
When?
Last session.
Okay, when the fuck was last session, date-wise?
3
Tuesday.
weeks ago. It was. Oh no! It was given to you on the 12th of December. That's not
As
the
a
in-game
Christmas
time.
gift.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Do you see it?
It was small, yeah.
Okay.
It's right there.
I will also just so you
Oh,
guys
right,
know.
the missive. We need to go to the Grand Hall first in the morning. What
Okay.
time is it?
Just so everybody knows, it is the 24th of Xerxesa. That meaning there's 6 days left in the month.
Is it Christmas
The
Eve?
26th. Oh shit! Yeah.
the 26th. The 26th.
No, Xerxesa would be the equivalent of
You're welcome.
October.
Lame
It's
as hell.
Halloween.
Oh yeah, Halloween's coming up.
But
Xerxoween.
other little notes since it's been a minute since we played. The Festival of the Gods and Priests is wrapping up. And you guys have 2 more nights in the Gobble Inn.
When are they voting on whether or not they're gonna be dicks?
Well, we were. Oh, were you there when
Actually,
we were?
the 26th will be the end of the vote. So 2 more
The
nights.
26th.
Yes, the
All right.
26th, which is in 2 nights. It is the night of the. Actually, I'm sorry. It is the night of the 23rd. And we'll be starting this session essentially on the 24th. So a few days.
Okay.
So, what time is it right now?
It is getting to mid evening. It's probably 6 or 7. The sun is heading down.
And I got that missive today.
It was delivered to your party maybe 20 minutes ago, and Six handed it off to you when you came back down.
Okay. So,
And 6 did not read it.
gotta go to the Grand Hall in the morning to meet with a mage guy that we need to help.
What if I don't want to?
Then we don't get help from priests.
Does he need help with?
I don't know yet.
Oh, is
We'll
this the
find
guy we're
that
supposed to help test things on? Or test
Yes.
things with?
Press
Yes.
things on. I thought I heard you say press things on.
I imagine he's gonna be the one testing things on us.
That reminds me. Mr. Sam,
Yes.
after our events, I got some new things in my book. I actually hold up my spell book a little bit.
Hmm.
Would you like to see what one of them can do?
Sure.
Are you willing?
Can it be undone?
Yes?
Will you undo it?
We'll have to do it together.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Fuck
hold
it. Sure, why not?
Hey, hold
I'm
on.
willing.
Yes.
Would I know what's
For
approximately
the sake of this spell.
300 feet behind us? Would I
Uh,
know if I would be teleporting into a wall?
What?
be given you're in the middle of a tavern indoors, you wouldn't be 100% certain.
Well, I've been outside, haven't I?
You've been outside. Please clear your throat. And you've been outside. I guess you've been around the building. You could pick a spot within probably 200 feet or so outside where you're fairly certain you just land on the street or in an alley.
I mean, my range is 500 feet.
you could imagine a spot a couple 100 feet or so away, relatively safe.
Could I visualize a spot within
Roll
500
for
feet
it.
of us?
Sure, if it's in the middle of the street, yes.
Okay, I put my hand on Sam's shoulder and go, woo! And I cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
And we are now about 4 minutes.
And just like that, they disappear into this dimensional door, and you guys are left in the tavern without them. Sam and Zelfer, you guys,
Okay.
you find your feet land on solid ground, and you're in the middle of the street. And actually, because the festival is still going on, you like a bunch of people around you. Ah! You hear a bunch of people scream as you suddenly, violently teleport into their midst, almost landing like on top of some elderly woman.
Sam would look around. Well, that was fun. Now, where's the inn?
Oh, about 300 feet that way, and I start walking. This is how we
Okay.
undo it together.
I suppose I could use the exercise. Why not?
So as you're getting a bunch of stares and people are murmuring about the two people who just bamfed in out of nowhere.
Hello.
You walk back. About a minute or two later, your friends return from the front door.
Where
Hi.
did you guys go?
300 feet that way.
And the bar maiden, looking rather shocked as she was kind of in the middle of talking to Zelfer. She goes, "That was a neat trick. Do you do that often?"
I can do it one more time before I have to sleep.
What a fucking weird stipulation.
Well, maybe
Just-
then you should do it one more time and we can go to sleep.
Ooh.
Why don't you take her to her room, Zelfer?
Is there a room within 500 feet of here?
Yes, it is.
Ask her.
Your room is.
Seems like a lot of magical energy.
Do it.
I can make a room right here if you give me 10 minutes.
Or you could just
What?
walk up the stairs.
Or
That's
you could teleport us right on the bed.
I think Holden
Do
just
that
wants
one.
to fuck Blake.
Yeah, this is not RP between Zelfer and this bar maiden. This
He
is Holden
wasn't
and
RP.
Blake.
This is
Holden
actual
is
sexual
actually
tension.
This is actually me.
Holden is actually a power bottom.
This
okay. We knew that.
Yeah,
Listen to the tone of his voice. He is actually a power bottom.
Fuck you,
Okay.
Holden. Get shit.
But-
on.
Now I know who's the dominant one in your relationship, Clara.
No, Mr. Sam.
I think Holden might be a masochist. I think he's getting off on getting bullied.
Jason, I hate you.
What?
The shit you just posted.
Sorry. Okay.
But imagine that, Mr. Sam. We could do that in combat.
I mean,
As only one person, of course, with me. But I could bring 6 into the middle of people fighting and then leave him there, and he can kick ass.
Sounds like fun to
I
me.
suppose.
I could bring you into the middle of a circle, a bunch of people, and then you could do that thing where you drain everyone else of life.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good use.
I mean, it would probably kill you too.
That's a future problem. Or if we wanted to test Mr. Six's ability to fall, I could teleport him 500 feet straight up.
Let's hold
Do
off
it,
on
YOLO. Do it.
that. Maybe we could start at like 20% of that.
Do you have a limit to how far you can fall?
About 100 feet. At the
So
most.
let's do 5 times that.
the bar maiden's eyes kind of grow wide and she backs away. Just she was leaning in towards Elfra. She kind of just like stands up straight again, kind of looking at all of you like, who the fuck are these people?
Zelfir, you should take your friends to her bed.
Did we ever get a name for her? What's her name?
You guys have yet to ask.
Chrysanthemum.
You can call me that if you'd like.
Jason's little eyebrow raise after that.
Six is sitting there going,
He's just
Chrysanthemum?
chrysanthemum.
It's rude
got
not to
it.
ask someone
Okay,
their name.
nailed it.
What is your name?
My name is Branley.
Branley.
Bentley?
It's a dude.
Bradley?
What did she say?
She says Branley as she whips her cock out onto the bar.
Well, why don't you take,
It is
take
equally
Brandon
as
to her room?
impressive as Zelfer.
Zelfer
a match
whips
made
his
in
cock
heaven.
out on the
I
bar.
keep forgetting that Zelfer has a monster cock.
I never forget about my
Got a
character's
monster
cock.
condom for his magnum dong.
The name's Branley.
Why don't you take Brandley to her room there? She can show you stuff.
We could recite more poetry.
I do know a lot of poetry.
She winks.
All right. You have a good time there, Zelfer. Everybody,
I
think
blink
we're shifting
aggressively.
over this way.
She giggles at
no.
your aggressive blinking, mistaking it for charm.
I sort of motion
No,
everyone else to
Branley.
move toward the
Brandley.
other end of the bar.
I think you're gonna be the one having a good time,
She smiles at
even
that.
if he is
Well,
new.
Then I think,
I clap him on the back. I say, "Go to your room, Zelfer. Go. Take her
Percy
with
looks
you."
at her and winks and goes like this.
I think the bar might be closed for the evening. Any last drinks before I go?
Yes, please, a whiskey.
Yeah, she brings
I
you
need
all
it.
out another round. For the same prices as before.
Cheers.
Do you have any lemon with sugar water?
I'm actually part hummingbird.
Do you need to
Zelfer,
walk
do you
the
take
bear?
her up to your room?
Yes.
I look at everyone very confused.
Yes,
Do
Zelfer.
you want me to do the poofy thing?
That sounds fun.
Take her to your room and take your pants off.
Why do my pants have to come off?
She's gonna inspect you. It's an
What?
inspection,
God.
A
Zelfer.
role player. Would you like to play doctor?
I don't know what's going on.
It's,
Oh
Oh my
it's,
god.
Zelfer,
whisper,
Zelfer, at
it's
this
probably
point,
to the best if you make him think that you're just a doctor.
Zelfer, can you roll a general charisma check? Just to say.
I don't,
Oh my
I
god.
don't know what's going on. Sure. First roll of the night.
Here's the thing. What I didn't tell you, because of your low roll, you are not able to kind of. You're very confused what's going on, and it's showing. And she, mistakes that for charm. She thinks you're just being funny, and so she's giggling and smiling as you look all confused. Everybody knows that
She's
you're
dumb
just
as
genuinely confused, but she's like, "Oh, how cute."
Zelfer, go have a good time. Just, spend
I
some
love
time.
my
Zelfer,
sight.
Zelfer,
I look at her.
Zelfer. It's an inspection. It'll feel incredible. Promise.
Ew.
Don't worry, I'm a
You should
very
do
good
this.
doctor.
You should do this.
Can I
So
see
the
your
rest of us are gonna
credentials?
Can you what?
Your
Can I
credentials.
see your credentials?
I can show you them up in the room.
Whoa.
Why would you keep your credentials in my room?
Actually, I keep them right here, and she kind of pats her chest very gently.
Fair enough.
Just
I
go,
mean,
Zelfer.
Go,
it's a
Zelfer.
safe place. I mean,
Just
okay.
go.
Go, Zelfer.
I look at her. Are you willing?
Very.
I look at Sam. See, that's the way you're supposed to answer that question.
Duly noted for the future, buddy.
And I guess I grab her arm and I proceed to cast Dimension Door.
She lets out a
Thinking
little
of my
yelp.
bedroom.
There's a little yelp as she's pulled in with him. And you guys are left in the tavern alone. As Silver and
Is
her
there
are
anybody
staying.
else in the common area?
Oh, there are a
There's
few
a
people
bear.
scattered about. And a bear.
Hmm. Okay.
Bess is gonna go behind the counter.
Fuck you.
You guys watch as Bess calmly just walks around to the counter on the other side.
I'm
Very
gonna
nice.
just dig around, look around, see what there is to
Okay,
see.
there is lots of...
I look at her. I go, "Hey, Bess, can you pour me another drink, please?"
I
Alright.
do it. I grab the first thing of whatever I
The
see
bottle-
and pour him whatever.
Yeah, the bottle of
Oh.
whiskey he was drinking is
Son of a
still like
bitch.
on the counter, so you just grab that. There are mugs and rags
I would
and
just give
various
him the bottle.
utensils. Oh, okay.
Can I
Well,
give him the bottle?
I'm taking the bottle.
6, do you want anything?
I go to hand him my bottle. You want a swig?
What else is
Yeah.
what else
On
is
the
right in
house, I
front of
guess.
me?
Make an investigation check. You fucking thief.
me,
I'm not
me
a
and
thief,
me and
I'm
Six,
investigating.
me and Six are just passing a bottle of whiskey back and forth.
Bess, you just inspect, look around a bit, mugs, various utensils, rags, a couple of bottles of what looks like cheaper alcohol, probably what's served most often.
I'm gonna grab a fork.
You have a fork.
I'm gonna give it to 6.
Thank you.
Is there a door to the kitchen?
There is.
Can I go back to the kitchen?
Yes, you can. The door is. I'll
Okay.
reveal it slightly more. The door is over here.
I guess
What
I'm
a
gonna eat
mistake.
something.
What does it look like?
I'm
So
here.
A
he hasn't
kitchen?
built a kitchen yet.
No, here's. Are you just gonna explore the whole back room?
Yeah.
I guess I'll reveal it to you then. I mean,
Do you actually have a back room?
Holden has an everything except for the stuff he needs.
wow.
Ooh.
so that's been there the whole time. And Best, you guys watch as Best just kind of goes back there and starts exploring.
Can I like knock stuff down and make a?
What are all
ruckus?
those Japanese flags on the floor?
So you guys, you hear Best disappear. She just, while you're sharing a free bottle of whiskey, you see Best disappear, and then you just hear some clattering and some
$3.99.
knocking being.
Can I
Is there
find a
is there
big spoon? Is there a big spoon
You
anywhere?
can find like a big ladle, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the kitchen with the big ladle.
Okay, so Best walks back out with a fucking ladle.
Look what I found!
yeah. Soup's on. No? No soup?
No,
Holden-
just
the
the
ladle?
spoon.
Holden, I'm
Yeah.
upset.
I am too.
Why?
No, I am incredibly upset.
Why are you upset?
Why? Because you didn't get. the
That's
ladle?
uneven.
What?
That's uneven.
What's uneven?
It's not centered on the fireplace.
What?
The couches.
Oh my god.
Couch is holding.
Yeah,
They're
Holden.
not centered.
So while Bess is rummaging around and finding ladles and forks, and you guys are enjoying your free beverages, Zelfer, do you want to go to Secret Secrets?
Nah.
Nah.
This is gonna be more fun for everyone.
So you teleport up into your room. What do you do?
Well, this is my room. This is where I do room things.
Such as
Sleep.
and
Study my books.
would you like to study something else?
What am I studying?
She starts removing her clothes.
I pick up the first article of clothing and start examining it.
I feel really dirty listening to this. I don't know why. I just don't. This isn't right.
I start examining it. Do I notice anything about the thread count?
This is like a
an
shitty
investigation
between
check.
people.
This isn't the beach. This is a bathtub.
It is. You notice that it has a rather high thread count. It's rather nice.
This has a very nice thread count.
Now, for the sake of everybody here, tell me, does Zelfer understand anything of what's going on as she begins to try to seduce him?
No.
Make
I
tell
mean-
this. Make what do I
The-
even have you
Ze-
roll for
the
this? An insight
Zelfer,
check.
you understand
Performance.
sexual
Start with an
contact,
insight
right?
check to see if you can understand her intentions as she tries to begin to. Okay, let's see, and then she's gonna. Okay. So as she begins to try to seduce you, you kind of understand that she's doing. You like kind of get it, but you're very confused as to how to proceed, and you're probably rather alarmed.
Oh. Well,
Mm.
Well, you know what they
I'm gonna
say.
mute myself here.
Alarmed is aroused.
who says that?
Rapists.
Fuck.
Jason,
What?
there are so many things wrong with
You know what they
you
say.
just said.
9 out of 10 prisoners really likes gang rape.
Holy fuck, Jason. Holy fuck, man.
What?
That's
I think that's a classic.
Sorry, Holden. Are you live?
Yeah.
Nobody told me.
Oh, Isaac, you
Hey,
haven't
Holden,
told
you're live.
All right. I can make this. We can make this simpler. If you'd like, Blake, you can just roll a general charisma check, or performance. I'll take performance for this.
For what?
For how this goes.
For
If-
how raped you
You
get.
still haven't told me like if he is responding.
He would not once. Okay, does he actually know what's happening?
Kind of, maybe?
Oh, this is interesting. How does she respond to that?
It's about to get a lot more interesting.
I will let you know I, A, have never done anything like this, and B, am very well endowed.
Make a performance check.
What I'm trying to say is, it's
God.
probably gonna hurt.
So much as revealing your 6 titties.
Over the next about 15 minutes, you guys hear a couple of thuds from upstairs. Maybe a
Okay.
moan or two. And Zelfer, the deed is done. Not very, very inexperienced. Not very well.
Is
But-
she happy?
But it was huge, and that made it all worth it.
But it's you with the tools you were given, it's not very hard to get the job done.
Congrats.
After the first time, I look her in the eyes and go, I'm a quick study. Tell me when you're ready for more.
Make another performance check.
Roll it.
Okay.
Oh my God!
You guys from upstairs, you hear, it sounded very awkward. You just barely hear a couple of thuds and not much.
At this
and then
at this point, I would be at the door. I'd be like,
And
you
then
guys
you
go
hear,
up to the door.
you hear, I'm a quick study.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for
Sam,
more.
you go upstairs, you kind of listen at the door, and you hear him say that, and then it gets way better.
just whoa.
Now everybody in the lower area of the tavern can hear. Mostly her.
During the next 10 minutes, you have successfully crippled a woman. Good job.
I have to back up off the door. Just whoa.
With that,
Sam's like plugging his ears, like, holy shit.
with that,
Damn.
eventually, once they're done, you all find your rest. After your bellies are filled with free booze.
And her belly's filled with something else.
Oh
Is
God.
there like a cash register or
Really?
something? A collection area there?
Are
Not
you
that-
robbing these people?
No, I was gonna leave some
Is
gold.
there a donation
No,
plate? I
not
can
that you
take?
can see from
Okay.
your perspective
I
at
would
the other
put
side of the
back
bar.
what I took.
Okay.
From your belly? What?
She
You gonna
didn't drink.
vomit
She
it?
just had the
Whoa,
ladle.
whoa.
Oh yeah, okay. You're gonna put back the ladle, but you're leaving the mess back there, yeah?
The mess?
Yeah, where you tip
No,
shit
I'll
over.
clean it up. I'll clean it up.
Okay,
I go back to the bar and continue drinking whiskey.
right. So for
I
the
need
rest
some.
of the night,
I need some after that.
you guys get some more alcohol. Zelfer gets some, and eventually you all find your rest. Some more well rested than others. And you guys wake up the next day to a peaceful morning. Zelfer, you wake up alone with a little note that I will send to you now.
I love how you had this prepared. Isn't that kind of sad? He's been prepared
No,
for
we
me
know where
having
it's
sex
going.
with her.
We know where it was going.
That could have gone way worse.
It's true.
I'm a quick study.
What are we listening to?
You
Music.
sure as shit were a quick study.
I was really hoping I just rolled better. Not a nat one was what's going to my head.
I was hoping that you would have rolled worse. So I'm a quick study, and then you just missed the hole.
That one is wrong hole.
Is
Oh
this
my
it?
God.
Oh,
That
No,
one
I
is
think-
bent dick.
you break it, yeah.
No, I actually had several ideas of what would happen if you had rolled poorly. She would have ran out screaming, and the rest of the party would have been like, "What the fuck happened?"
Wrong hole.
So you guys awake the next morning, and I assume
Yes.
all reconvene down at the bar.
I look at
Yay.
6.
And
Mr.
Zelfer is looking a little more tired than
Zelfer.
everybody else.
It was a hole in one. It's just the wrong hole.
That was not sport ball.
Bossy ball?
No, it was a different kind of ball.
Nor was there any poetry involved. But Mr. Sam, you should know she's very close with her deities. As I sit down.
Oh my God.
Precisely.
Hold in. Hold in.
Oh. He's gone. Oh, there he is.
Okay.
I look at Percival. Mr. Percy,
Yes.
do you do that thing often? That type of thing?
I used to.
Did
I
you
wish I
always
could say I
wake?
still
Did you always wake up alone? Is that part of it?
Majority of it, yes.
Okay.
Unless you're married.
Especially
Marriage is a
if you're
scam.
married.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage is a scam.
What is marriage?
Not worth it is what it is.
I will.
I completely disagree.
So
Okay, so
a
now-
meager breakfast is provided in this establishment for free. If you guys would like anything extra, as usual, it is extra. And
Is she
but
working?
the regular goblin is
she
here.
comes down waddling in her legs spread. Ah!
She
She
needed
comes
to
walking
take
down.
a few
She's
days
got
off
the
after.
cowboy walk, the
She's
fucking
got crutches on. She's fucking hobbling in.
She needed a few days off after that.
You ever fuck somebody so good they need an extra set of legs?
Oh my god.
I can see Holden hasn't.
Oh my god.
So Percy's dick.
Clara
falls
laughed
off
way
now.
too hard in agreement with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good morning,
Claire, that was a little
everybody.
bit too over enthusiastic.
Look at her, she's still fucking she's dying. He left, he's gone to beat you up, Clara, look out!
Oh no, she can't hear us. She has AirPods in. She moved to the other side of the couch.
Clara, were you just assaulted by a middle-aged woman with a bun?
Right.
He
Right.
wasn't there to hear it. Right.
What did I not hear?
Nothing.
Right. Nothing.
Right.
Right.
I heard Jason's voice as I walked in, and everybody laughed. What?
Oh. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I feared for Clara's safety. It looked like a middle-aged woman with a bun, like, came and attacked her.
It was a woman. It was a bearded woman.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. Campaign over.
Oh, sorry.
And the bearded woman lives to strike other women.
How are you guys proceeding with your morning?
So, Mr. Sam, how are
We
We
proceeding
continue
with this
terrorizing
morning?
Holden.
we have to go to fuck. Where was
Yes,
it?
there's that. would
I
not
look at
mind-
the
Grand Hall?
missive.
I would not
Oh
mind
yeah, the
checking
Grand
in
Hall.
with what's the dude's name? Sorry, the head tinkerer.
Leroy.
Rommel. No, wait.
Waylon?
What was the position?
Oh,
I
The
don't
tinker.
remember.
No.
the originator.
The originator. I would like to check in again with the originator and see what that guy's
I
up to.
be-
If he's
Well, it seems as though Mr. Sam has a letter from his schnookums about what where we need to go.
Zephyr, I like that name. That's a good endearing name.
I will continue to use it.
I'm proud of you for that one.
The missive said that we are to meet with Erdil Olafaren at the entrance of the Grand Hall.
No pet names?
First thing this morning.
he's an Airedale. All right, let's go over there.
But we already missed first thing this morning because we've eaten. So we try again tomorrow.
No, it
No,
says this
I
morning.
think we just go check it out now.
Yeah,
so.
we should just leave now.
Okay.
Nice.
We go there.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys wake up, you have your breakfast, and you make your way. Yeah, there's some banter about Zelfer's evening.
The
You
best.
make your way down to the Grand Hall. The street's rather empty, firstly because it's very early in the morning. Secondly, most people are probably quite hungover from last night. So, other than
Zelfer's hung over with something else.
the occasional walk of shame you notice or guard patrol, it's rather empty. You make your way to the Grand Hall and are greeted by, as usual, two guards at the entrance. And one of them asks, what is your business today?
We're here to meet with an Erdil Olafaren.
Master Olafaren. Yes.
Olaf.
He would,
Olafaren.
you would be... Who shall
Oh,
I
that's-
inform him of their arrival?
The restorative court of the Direwood.
The restorative. One moment. He steps inside. You wait about a minute, and he comes back. The Master Olafren will see you just this way. Follow me, please. He leads
I
Hold
you.
and
I'll
check
follow.
your Discord.
We do
Hold
so.
it, don't check your Discord.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of not grapefruit, fucking eggplant
A lot of
emojis. Yeah,
grapefruit.
that's a lot of eggplant emojis and kissy faces.
Ooh,
I have to make you feel better.
I almost want to like read this out loud, but
Because it's purple.
Read it. Read it.
Because
Read
Holden's
it.
is
You get
purple.
ready? Are you actually mad because they were being hilarious? I love you and your dick, kissy face, kissy face, kissy face. And then it says,
No matter
and then
how
it says,
small it is.
it says
Kissy face.
me, raindrops, raindrops, raindrops. Holden's dick, heart face, kissy face, eggplant, eggplant, eggplant. And then all in emojis, so they're extra big. Heart, double heart, eggplant, eggplant, raindrops, raindrops, raindrops.
Clara
I
loves
love
your
you,
dick no
babe.
matter how small it is.
She wanted you to read that just so you think she's better, but she actually still thinks you can't fuck. No, I'm kidding.
I love you,
Hold it, check your
babe.
phone. It's another message on his phone now.
Just eggplants and eggplants.
She walks in with an actual eggplant and hands it to you.
no peaches though.
She walks in with a rubber dick and hands it to you.
She says, use this next time.
yeah.
Oh, she
It'll
goes,
be
"I bought
much
you this
better.
dildo, go fuck yourself.
Christ.
Uh,
I
well, but
follow.
I think you fuck good. I think you fuck good. From what I've felt.
Yeah?
Heard. Sorry.
I
I
walk.
lagged a bit.
I follow in behind the guy.
From previous experience, I think you fuck good.
Well, shit, if
It's small, but you know how to make it work.
It's not about size, it's about how you use it.
God damn it. Okay. Let me just pull this up. Motherfuckers. And he was...
You're a good sport.
And you're all assholes.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're a good sport. No, we're all assholes because you're a good sport. Yeah.
Okay, so the guard leads you guys back through here. Let me put you in here, back at the grand hall. He leads you back down the familiar hallway to a familiar office. That
In the familiar hallway?
Yeah. That you guys remember belonged to a certain mage who had introduced you a while back. And spoken with you, one of the first ones you had convinced that you were, in fact, of Direwood. Bonus points if anybody remembers his name.
Leonard.
Big fucking dude.
Was this the big guy?
I remember he was super happy.
Yeah, he was the
About
guy who was like a
everything.
big guy, but he was also like a good guy.
Raltax.
He was the Inquisitor. So, you guys are led to the Inquisitor's office. And inside is that rather old but well-dressed mage who had spoken to you guys before at the assembly. As you enter, he just patiently waits and watches as you guys all take your place. And there's a bit of an awkward pause.
Master Olafren, I extend my hand.
He looks you up and down. Right. Hello. And he shakes your hand. He's got like a very old, wrinkled hands, and you barely feel it as he shakes your hand. My name is Erdel. Please. He kind of looks around. Nobody followed you, right?
Not that we're aware of.
Oh, I can check.
Please do.
I did.
I snap my fingers for Angus.
Okay.
I-
There is now an
I didn't know how
owl
to
in
get
the
here.
room.
Angus, check around, make sure no one followed us.
Okay. Angus flies out the door and kind of just looks around. He comes back. Make a perception check for Angus.
I have that in my things now, I believe.
Does he have advantage on site-based perception checks? Is that
Yeah,
an
he should.
Okay.
It'd be an
Should-
owl
let
as
me
fuck.
let me check. It should be one of the most searched things on my computer at this point.
Sure. Either way, you rolled either a 13 or a 14, so.
He has advantage.
Okay, so 14. He comes back, and though you do not communicate with words, you get the idea that he did not see anyone other than guards.
Only guards out there.
That'll do.
That'll do, Angus.
My name is Erdil Olaferen. And immediately it's a shock as he speaks in a more normal voice because he looks old as shit. Like he looks like
this is a
the
shock
voice.
that you're speaking in a normal voice.
To give you a better idea, he's wearing very ornate, darkened robes, but they're very tattered and stained. He has very long white hair that's kind of frizzed. It really gives that mad scientist look, and he has like a white goatee. But he looks to be in his 60s, 70s, a little older, especially for a human. But then he speaks in a voice that sounds like he might have sounded in his 20s or 30s.
That's a cool trick. How do you do that?
That's a bit of a story for another time. I
I love
typically
stories.
have to keep up that facade of the old man. I suppose I am an old man technically, but anyway.
So am I.
Sam, I assume you have filled all of your friends in on
I
your
start
deal
shaking my head.
with Soto.
The ones who followed me listened to it. I think
Fair
there
enough.
are. Did Percy go with us?
I was at the bar.
I
was-
think
So it was
me.
only Zophyr.
Yeah, was it just me? No, it was
No,
me.
it was Zelfer, Sam, and Percy. I thought 6 stayed behind, right?
It was Six
No.
and Bess, because Bess stayed with.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
hear
said
anything. Percy stayed behind.
I'm like 90% sure you were there, dude.
I'm also withholding on this one, Isaac. I think you
Fuck.
were there.
Wait, okay. Refresh me a little bit on it then.
I have.
Made a deal. There was the Illuminati.
Oh, yep. Sorry, I'm stupid. Yep.
The
You got
Illuminati.
you got the wrong kind of launching mechanism. The bad one.
What?
So
This
we're
is all news
not
to me.
all exactly on the same page. Suppose that doesn't matter. Not for my relationship with you, anyway.
We're all on the same
What-
page. I just think Sam's has like a big red F on the top.
I get fucked, Sam.
Perhaps.
You're the one who didn't follow.
Well,
You
for
wanted to
those who are
stand
unaware,
specialized.
you have been volunteered
Maybe.
as a part of a bargain to help me out.
Volunteered for
Great.
what?
We sure have.
There, I have in my possession a new item I need tested, and I have the perfect opportunity for somebody to test it.
Cool. I'm
Six
game.
holds his hand out.
Are you good at throwing things
Six.
Quite.
accurately?
Yeah.
He's probably the best of
Throw
us.
Hands.
Okay. He
He
hands
can throw
you
hands.
2 small beads that look kind of like pearls. They're maybe, the size of a marble almost, maybe a little
Okay.
bigger. But
Okay.
they're very,
throw
they're very
them and then they
pearlescent. They look like
teleport
pearls.
you.
They're kind of like this creamy white with a little bit of a gleam. And
You throw them and then they teleport you to wherever they land. They're called Ender Pearls. He named them himself.
you're not too far off, actually. Are you a practitioner of the magic?
Nice.
Me?
The magic
No.
of magics? No. Well,
Yeah, I do a little bit here.
they
and there.
don't teleport
Not really.
you. I suppose they could if you threw it at yourself. However, they will teleport whatever you throw them at to another plane, particularly threats and individuals you don't care to deal with any longer.
Can I
see.
throw one at
Or
Zelfer?
at least that's what they should do.
Rude.
Mm.
So,
we-
6, you essentially, if you want to add them to your inventory, you have 2 banishment beads.
2 banishment beads. All right. And
AKA
you want us
Ender
to
Pearls.
test these? Is that
I
right?
need you to test those, among other things. But in order to test these other things, I need your help with something a bit more dangerous. I'm not much for
Perfect.
combat, much more of a ritualistic caster myself.
No, we're made for combat.
Very good.
I can make him teleport 500 feet away.
We are made for combat.
Fantastic.
We are?
You
Very,
see,
Yeah.
very quickly.
I suppose... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. If we throw one of these beads at someone, how do we know they went to the dimension you wanted them to go?
That's part of what I need to find out. I am fairly certain that most of the time, if you were to hit somebody with one of these beads, there's a bit of force involved. They are flung back into a portal to where? I'm not sure if it's random. I'm not sure if it's a specific plane, but I know it's not here. I'm trying to nail down certain ancient runes that perhaps send them to a random plane, perhaps not. These are old texts that I'm working with, and I don't know the nature of them yet. And I don't want to just start throwing them at guards or civilians. However, this next step
That's a good idea.
gives you a fair reason to use them. I had a study
Dream.
of sorts being built. As you may have noticed, there is a river that runs through the eastern side that separates the farming district from the rest of the city, to the east of the city. Are you familiar?
Not quite.
I mean, we've seen it.
You've
Oh,
seen
Well, I
it.
have reasons. I have reasons to go to the farming district. This is okay with me.
Great.
Good. Well, I suppose there is, not a time limit on this, but I've been informed that you have rewards coming in 3 days. Correct?
Correct.
Well, at that time, if you haven't completed what I need you to complete for me, the rewards will not yet be granted. So you can complete this at your leisure, but I am to understand you are on a bit of a time crunch.
Little bit.
So, at the river, there is a small dock just beyond the bridge. Behind that dock, there is a small cave entrance. Mostly, it is the only dock with guards on it for that very reason. Most people don't bother to go to it. You either have to take a boat into it or swim. There should be small boats on the dock for you there. The guards have been
There's no
informed
seaweed.
that when you arrive, you simply mention who you are. They will provide you with a boat or two, and you can make your way in. Within
about
that
3?
cave was to be my study. There can be 3 guards if need be.
3 boats.
3 boats. I suppose that depends on how many boats are at the dock at the time. I told them to reserve 2 minimum.
Okay.
If some of you are heavier than I anticipated, I apologize.
I
So-
looked
so
over
this
at
cave.
Sam.
Within this cave,
Shut up,
to
Zelfer.
be my study, where I could perform such experiments as I'm going to have you perform today. But in the midst of its construction, not only did we run into some trouble, we had
Did
to
you
abandon
unearth a
it.
great evil?
You could say that.
Uh-oh.
We
Of course.
unearthed not evil necessarily, but some unexpected wildlife.
How many legs did they have?
Many.
Ah, the worst kind.
Huh. Greek spiders, maybe.
However, I have been informed by my guards that a group of thugs from a far-off land who made their way here via boat have made their way into the cavern and have decided to call it their own as well.
I don't like thugs.
I don't know the nature of these thugs. I don't know their name. I don't know where they're from, but they carry unusual equipment and are rather hostile.
If they are thugs and they're hostile, their nature is dead by the time I'm done with them.
So they
Are these
deserve-
thugs cute?
I have
So,
not seen any of them in person. If you
Six
I'm
looks
teasing,
over at
sorry.
you
You
like,
choose
what?
to seduce them, that is of your own volition. However you
No,
complete this task.
it was a joke.
I feel like you could do it,
Ha
but
ha.
I look over at Sam. Mr. Sam, would you say these types of thugs deserve punishment?
If they are harmful, yes. They
Goody.
deserve punishment. And punish them we shall, Zelfer.
Fair. I need to spend time in the farming district doing personal things before we head in there.
right. All I know of these thugs is that there are approximately 5 to 10 of them. They carry strange equipment and seem to have come in via water. So they could be from Orr's Rest, they could be from Penzance, they could be from Gloucester. I don't
Strange
know.
equipment. Are there descriptions of this equipment?
I don't know much about these people except there's approximately this many to this many exactly.
Except there might be 5 or there might be double that. Who knows?
It's anywhere between 1 and 300.
That
There are
is a
5
fair
men.
assumption.
There are 5 men, but each of them might be 2 men.
Is another way of putting it.
All right,
We're
we got our
bullying.
mission.
We know.
Is there anything else?
We know that they carry the strange equipment, made loud sounds and punctured the guards that attempted to escort them out of the cave. That's all I know.
I'm sorry, punctured?
Punctured. They were left with strange
See.
wounds.
Was it like tiny, like needle puncture? Like maybe the thugs put AIDS in your guards? Did they bring a strain of AIDS over here?
I'm not 100% brought up to speed on the details of the injuries, but from what I saw, they were more like gaping holes.
Were they bled out?
Were they spherical in nature?
Vaguely.
How many holes were on each body?
Typically 1 or 2.
Approximately.
Did they look
30
like
stab
this? And I
wounds.
take out a gun and shoot him.
Did the guards die?
You don't have a gun from anywhere, do you?
No, I just
Dude,
I just have the.
Do you have a gun?
No, Six
the
has a lot
flare
of
gun,
shit. You
that's
guys
all I
have a
have.
lot of shit that like you have shit that like cool shit that you haven't even brought up that like you've
Yeah.
gotten recently. Like
38 stab wounds.
yeah. I do not know the nature of these weapons. All I know is they are very, very dangerous and apparently very loud.
Are the guards who were harmed dead?
Frankly, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, this sounds like a
So?
job for
Do we get bonuses if we bring back the strange equipment?
Not with me, but perhaps the rest of the assembly would be, or the council would be happy to see them, and in particular, if they are, in fact, unique, the originator, or new originator, would be happy to see them.
Have you spoken with the new originator recently?
Not myself. He's, from what I've heard, he's rather distraught and not entirely certain he wants to take up the position. But-
That's unfortunate.
Right, as is the
to be
news of his brother. News travels fast.
Indeed.
Well,
Not as fast as those objects that got shot out of those machinery guys.
the important
Very
bit, you have 2 objectives here, and 1 secondary, if you would. Firstly, I would like for you to test out those beads, and if there's
Yes.
confirm for me that they do work on humanoids. Bonus points, perhaps greater payment, if you are able to tell me exactly what plane they send the individual to if they work.
How many points is a whole wheel of cheese worth?
7.
Okay, noted.
We're
Thank you.
almost there.
Secondly, I need you to clear this area out. I would like to resume construction of my study. As for now, I am limited in my scope. As for what I can do in secret,
Understood.
Very well.
some experiments are loud and dangerous, and personally, while I don't mind getting others caught up in it, it's not good for image.
Understandable.
Thirdly, and this is one of the most
Tertiarily.
important bits,
Yes.
there was a relic left within the storage facility of this cavern. I need you to retrieve it. It is important for the next step of this journey.
And what is this relic?
All you need to know,
I'm assuming we'll know it when we see it.
probably,
Relic in the cavern?
it
said?
will appear to be... Actually, I believe it appears to be different to each individual. It will look as though it is something that would be important to whatever deity you follow, if you follow one.
I look at Sam.
It's a very strange relic. So you'll have to nail it down by... are any of you of the gods?
Yes.
I suppose I am.
The cleric goes, I suppose.
Different gods?
Probably.
Yes.
So long as we have at least 2, then whatever item, usually no larger than something you could carry, appears differently to you and to everybody else. If you have no faith, I believe it just looks like a box or a barrel. I'm not entirely certain.
So what you're saying is every time we see anything that vaguely resembles a box or something from the god we worship, scream it out to make sure everyone knows that that might be what we're looking for.
If I'm being honest, I'm very embarrassed that I have left it there, and it is very difficult to nail down what it is. So, yes, essentially.
I suppose if we all see it
All right, all right.
differently,
An
that'll
item
make
that
it
you
easier
all
to
see
pinpoint.
differently, exactly. The more gods
Yes.
involved, the better. And that is
So
directly
basically just-
related to the nature of the item.
Point at it, and if you see anything religious, point at it and say what it looks like to you.
Well,
if anyone answers differently, beat them up.
I've had some gods who follow
That's how
Helm
religion
tell me it
works.
looks like a shield. I have had others tell me it looks like a potion. I have had others tell me it looks like a contraption, a mechanoid contraption. It's very dependent on who you are and what you believe. So, good luck. That
Alright.
is the primary objective. I suppose if you were to clear this place out, it would be easier for me to come in and find it myself, but if you could bring that back to me with post-haste, that would be appreciated.
We're on our way.
Good to hear. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask
I
them.
do have another question.
Go ahead.
Do you know if the infiltrators have been able to ship anything out from there? Or have they been completely confined inside the cave?
I have had multiple guards posted on the dock outside of the cavern 24/7. They haven't noticed any activity as such.
I'm just making sure the item is still there, because if they have found it and see it as value, we don't know what they would do with it. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Very well.
So, if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me via magical means. I will be not here. I have rented out the space for the time being. I'm glad you arrived as early as I did. I will be in my abode in the upper district. Are you familiar with Waylon and where he lives?
No, actually, I would like to know where he lives.
Nobody fucking knows where that lives.
In the upper district, he will actually point out to you.
I let him point out to me.
Where is it? There you are. On the map, the upper
Bless you.
district.
Damn, Jason.
Thanks.
That was hot.
Y'all got boogies up there, dude.
The upper district is this up here.
Mm.
He points it out to you. And he says on your map where the lower right tower icon is, that is his home.
Icon. He uses the word icon.
No.
Okay.
He actually just punches you directly
Good
in the
enough.
throat for free.
Did he say Akon is in the wrapper?
That's his home. Got it.
Okay.
At least on your map, that's
Yes,
where
I
his
know.
home appears to be.
Okay.
All right.
Marked down.
If you need to find
Duly
me.
noted.
If there are any further complications, please do get a hold of me by whatever means necessary. And I
I
would
will
like
send a letter.
full report at the end, if possible, for it may be important in the next steps of this journey. There will be more, I will warn you now. This relic will be important for the final steps of the process.
Noted.
Ah.
You're boring,
Sorry.
Mr. Six. We better get going.
not very inquisitive ones. I like it.
We asked you questions.
Wait a minute.
You
You're
gave us
part
a
of what
mission. We're
process?
going to
Can
do
you already
the
tell
mission.
us what process?
Not really.
What process are you speaking of?
And that is the inquisitive nature I was hoping to avoid.
Well,
Well,
you
if you had-
reminded me that I should ask questions. What is it? What is the process here? What are you looking
Usually,
for? What?
usually when we ask questions, we get lied to, and we got to figure out the whole thing when we get there anyway. So it's been a waste of our time to ask.
He looks around. How familiar are all of you with the Soto organization?
Would I know
The
Um,
only one
anything?
who would be familiar.
It is a
Unless any
fun
of us have
name, and
heard
I
anything.
wish I would have thought of it for other things.
I think that they should go by Illuminati, but
Do they illuminate? I suppose in the way they do. Sure. If you'd like, we could nickname them the Illuminati. That way they wouldn't know if we're speaking about them.
yes,
Wait,
perfect.
who are we speaking about? What?
The Illuminati.
That, it sounds like, would be something for Samael here to tell you.
Discuss it we
However-
shall, since you two missed the last discussion.
All you need to know, for the time being, is that
You love us very
the
much.
reason I appear much older than I am is due to a ritual, a failed ritual, and I need this relic to increase my chances of succeeding this time.
Are you trying to get immortality?
Ritual.
That is something I'm not sure I can tell you. I
Do
will.
you want to
Wait,
live
what's the
forever?
ritual?
It has nothing to do with immortality, more so the security of this city.
But do you want to live forever?
Oh, what great mage doesn't?
Me.
You'd get so
I don't.
lonely.
The key word there was great mage vessel. I'm kidding.
Vessel.
Any mage worth his salt is tempted by the evils of lichdom now and then. Wouldn't
Well,
we agree?
fair enough. Tempted is not worth much. But at the same time, my goal right now is to figure out who I am. So the future is more just kind of fun.
The music got really epic when you started talking about your past.
He like
I know.
he dispels his fucking spell. Sorry about that. I was just getting into it.
But we'll do this for you.
A full report would be best. I need to
Do
hear
you want me to?
everything.
Do you want individual reports from all of us with like color coding and highlight?
If you would like. However you'd like to do it. I don't much care. I just need to know everything that happens down there. For it
Even
relates
the
to the
dirty
relic.
things?
Even the dirty. Yeah.
Sure, why not? Okay. All right.
That was an odd
Whoa.
comment.
He kind of looks around again. You're sure you weren't followed?
Angus, go check again.
And the door is closed.
He just flies
Can
directly to the door.
Roll for door
I-
damage. Hold on. Let me roll for
Can I,
door
can I
damage.
can I like look under the
He
door?
takes 2 points of bludgeoning. No, I'm kidding.
That might kill him.
Yeah. I guess hits the door and just poof.
Yeah, he'd poof. Can I look under the door?
Sure. There's a slight gap.
I summon Angus on the other side of the door.
Okay. Your owl appears on the other side of the door. You go blind and see through him for a moment. It doesn't appear to be anybody in the hall.
Okay, I bring it back and desummon Angus. From the sight I saw from Angus is an owl.
And an eyeball.
The eyeball
She has a
died.
point.
Angus appears to
Yeah.
have 2 eyeballs.
No, I pull out my jar of like mush.
Ah.
This was Angus 1.
How did you do that to a familiar?
Oh, that's an eyeball. I took off a rattling.
You had a rattling familiar?
No,
It wasn't
No,
a
it
familiar. He just desecrated the corpse.
It was
That's
a
not
real
the ask
rattling.
question.
You are.
I think
I am rather excited to see how you turn out if you're still discovering yourself, because this is peculiar.
Oh, I
That's
discovered.
not
I
to
just.
ask
You want?
questions.
Can I tell you the things I discovered last night?
I would prefer. You go ahead.
No, no, you don't. You don't want to hear it.
I think I do. I'm very
Oh.
intrigued
I
by this
close
young
my
man.
ears.
I proceed to. I look at him and go. It involves sex.
Ah! That should cover her ears.
I'm
Does
not
he
one.
do anything?
He just kind of looks on.
He discovered that he is
slightly-
very extremely well endowed.
I've known I'm well endowed. Well, I have to stop and visit my friend in the farming district before we head elsewhere. And I would also like to stop by the magic shop. I'm not talking to the mage guy. I'm talking to the party.
I would just. Well, Jason, I saw you posted it in the Discord.
I need to also go speak to the blacksmith.
All right, so I think we're closer to the magic shop.
Jason.
Before you go, he does say, I would recommend using that to scout out the terrain. I don't know what you're going to run into. Other than
Hopefully nothing if
the
we're
large
looking ahead of us.
multi-legged creatures and thugs. There could be more, there could be less.
The Greek spiders and the thugs.
If we're lucky, some have taken out some of the other. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna swing by the magic shop, so in case something bad happens to Angus, I can bring Angus back real quick.
Good plan.
Sure.
Good plan.
Also, I can change his form if that is necessary for scouting.
Are we going to see the originator before or after this event?
I believe we can do it when we get back because we
Okay.
are on time. We have 3 days. I would like to spend a few hours in the farming district.
Excellent.
I need to go to the blacksmith as well.
All right.
I'm without my armor.
Are you?
Can't go into a cave full of thugs without armor.
I flick your chest as hard as I can.
You take
I probably
negative
don't
1
even
point of
feel it.
damage.
Yeah,
You heal.
I get healed.
Oh, he does not have armor. He would have. I'm very. All right, let's go. I head to the Magic.
Okay.
Wizards of
Stroke
The
time.
I head to the Wizards of the Coast.
Yours, here we go, make it a banana.
I head to the Wizards of the Coast.
So,
What?
okay. So
Okay,
you guys
that's-
exit the Grand Hall. And we'll start. Okay, we'll do this. Is there anything? Are you guys just picking up supplies and such?
Yeah.
Zelfer, you're picking up supplies for.
I'm spending
Find
30
familiar?
gold.
So that's
30 gold.
3 uses.
For- 3 uses, yes.
Okay, they can easily supply that there. The incense and whatever else. And I don't think I said this explicitly, but we can kind of hand wave the stupid brass brazier thing. I've never really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brazier.
That's a different thing. That would be very interesting though if you needed a brass brazier in order to cast a spell. Right. So you're able to do that rather easily. And Sam, you're heading to the blacksmith in order to retrieve your armor.
Yep, I need to see how far along he's gotten with it.
Okay. So you make your way there. And all of this, if those are the only 2 stops, going there and then back to where he described this cave entrance to be, will take you guys a grand total of maybe 2 hours. Maybe.
I am going
Zelfer
to.
wanted to spend a little time in the farming district.
Yes.
Okay, so Zelfer, you're gonna branch off in the farming district.
I'll get by myself. I'll meet you guys there and head to the farming district.
I think we both know what's gonna happen there.
Yes.
You just tell me how long.
I would like to spend at least 45 minutes.
Okay, that should be. If you go to the magic shop and then branch off while they go to the blacksmith, that can be done. They might have to wait for you at the dock for a minute, but.
What is he doing?
So he makes his way to the farming
He's going to get
district,
laid.
and you guys.
I guarantee it, he's going to get laid.
The rest of you guys, yeah. Zelfer very awkward, like, I need to spend some time in the farming district.
I have to go see a friend in the farm.
You know what, Zelfer? Why don't you
He
explain to them
mentioned
what
a
you're
friend.
doing?
He mentioned a friend.
Before I head off, I'm gonna go visit a friend in the farming district and relations.
Wink, wink, wank.
Get some, Zelfer.
Fish
I
boy
I nod
All right.
and head off.
You go
can't
get some,
believe-
and
Good
we
time.
go do justice.
In one like 15-minute section of a session, I've made Zelfer. I've turned him from a naive, completely
Fucking made him a
unknowing little boy into a fucking nymphomaniac.
God damn it.
Percival, have we created a monster?
No.
don't
He was
think we
blessed
have.
with a monster.
Selfer's just happy someone's liking him.
Oh, she likes you, all right. Anyway, so the rest of you guys make your way to the blacksmith with Sam, who greets you as you arrive. Hello.
Me. No, wait.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I wanted to greet him as they arrived, but, I'm not him, so.
You can greet your friends as you arrive. You guys spend like 20 minutes walking together as you make it to the blacksmith. Percy goes, "Hello, guys."
Hey, what's up?
You walk in.
Welcome to the blacksmith.
It's
Hello,
rather
Percy.
hot. It sounds like work is being done. But as you enter the door, there's a ting ting. But from the door there's also some bells. And the tinging stops, and he walks out,
Clink,
sweaty.
clink, clink, clink.
Welcome back. What can I do
Oh.
for you?
I needed to check on the progress of my armor. I've gotten a request that is fairly urgent. You have to go clear a cave full of thugs, which would be difficult without my armor, unless you have some kind of
Right.
replacement that I could borrow for the time being.
I could loan you a replacement, though I'll be perfectly honest, he says, looking you up and down. I would have to specially make it for you. Your
What's
armor,
that supposed to be?
the Pirellian steel. I've done what I could with the time, but I've had a few orders. I would really appreciate more time with it, but no, I told you that it was called Pirellian steel.
He did. I
Of
remember that.
course, naturally, I want you to have more time with it as well.
I mean,
I
you,
would like
you
it to
could
be in
always
tip-top shape.
take it and bring it back. I could take some time to catch up on my orders, and for whatever reason,
Sure.
the council ordered a large shipment, so I'm rather busy. I'm sorry, but I have to put that in front.
Very well. I will
Yeah,
just
that's weird. I wonder
take
why
my
they
armor
ordered
for
that.
the. Yeah. I'll just take my armor for the time being. I will bring it back as soon as we are done.
Of course. Sure. He seems a little disappointed and goes back and brings it back to you.
You will have your time to study my armor.
I hope so. What I found out so far is odd. I can tell you this much. That spot in the center. Was there ever anything carved into it, or runes or symbols, anything?
There was a swastika.
What?
My God.
Hail the Third Reich!
Sorry.
Hail mein
Sorry.
Führer!
Sorry.
Like, I
Sorry.
feel like we're playing your campaign.
Shouldn't-
I'm just
shouldn't
laughing
have done
as
it.
Holden gets demonetized and kicked off of Twitch for Jesse.
We all knew it was gonna
I
happen.
didn't make the
someday.
joke.
I
Yeah,
did.
it's all
Yeah.
your
I
fault.
You made a
Along
joke about a
with it.
swastika, which before the Nazis was a symbol of peace. You started saying... Never mind, I'm not going to repeat it. I said...
Yeah, we're good. Moving
Come on, Holden.
on.
I want to hear you repeat it.
It.
Moving on.
Would I know if there were?
You tell me. It's your armor.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean,
Well,
I
hold on, in
suppose
your
that there
defense,
would
you
have
are
been.
Probably
If
a
anything,
crest.
there probably would have been the symbol of my god with like runes surrounding it.
That makes sense. I believe, not entirely certain, but something about that chunk that was missing, that was obviously replaced, when fitted with Pirellian steel, allowed for greater enchantments on the armor. And if I were to be able to replicate such steel, it could be some powerful stuff.
Was some pretty incredible armor.
So,
Shut up, Blake.
the sooner you bring it back, the faster I can get to that.
Noted.
Right.
Cave full of thugs and creepy crawlies to be dealt with very soon. Done.
Greek spiders.
Understood. Well, thank you again for letting me use it. And I look forward to seeing it again. You know, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot of strange arrows to make.
Yep. Thank you.
Of course. He goes back to his work, and you guys, I assume, make your way to the specified dock. As
I'd
you
like to go to that dock.
Can I just put the family crest back on, or do I have to put the full suit of armor back on?
what do you mean?
If he was, because to take it off, we had to take it off, like take the actual suit of armor off. I couldn't just desummon it with my family crest.
Correct.
So I imagine I have to do the same thing to put it back on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take some time to put my armor on.
So it takes you some time to put the armor on, which gives Zelfer some time. And then you guys make your way over here. And once you reach that point where you're kind of looking around the river, it's not hard to see a dock maybe 100 feet off to your right that does have a couple of guards on it with a couple of boats there. Like little rowboats.
How many boats?
2. I said a
I
couple.
kind of look at the 2 boats. I look at everyone else. They didn't get us 4 boats.
Yeah, Zelfer arrives a little bit sweaty as you guys make your way there.
I think.
Zephyr,
I think
you
we'll be
smell
okay.
like sex.
I was yeah, I was having sex.
Zelfer, for this battle, you'll be going with 1 point of exhaustion.
Am I?
No.
I was gonna say, whoa.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. Maybe we'll
I
give you a
don't
point
know.
of inspiration. I don't know.
No. Roll a performance check, and then we'll find out.
Yeah. You roll low enough, maybe you won't be exhausted.
You roll high, you might even get 2 points of exhaustion.
No, if he rolls really high, he'll have a point of exhaustion and smell terribly. So you guys make your way down to the dock.
Incredible.
I assume.
Zelfer wouldn't smell though, because he just used prestidigitation.
Ah, well done. Yeah, he doesn't.
What if he did though? So
He
He
could.
still smells like sex. Prestidigitation can't get rid of that.
He looks like sex.
Kind of straightening up my robes.
Like his pants are on backwards.
I'm walking and straightening up and writing a note into how to make look.
what the fuck? Hold it. Hold it. There's
He's writing the Karma Sutra.
that cool points thing that got added to Twitch.
Yeah.
Cool dude points.
Oh crap.
My Simon Says prompt says redeem this and get to tell Holden what to do to an extent in whatever he's playing. Example: shoot Jesse 3 times.
Okay, the example should have been shoot Rob 3 times, because that's what was requested.
It's just I have never seen that before. The first prompt I get is you killing Jesse. That's fucking awesome.
I just want to make it clear, like what kind of things you can ask for. Actually, I have no idea if I would do it if somebody used that for D&D. Huh?
I think you'd have to do something to an extent.
Right. Anyway, so I'm putting it back in your guys' hands now. You see the dock.
I walk towards the guards, the new air aura of self-confidence.
Well deserved.
Fuck.
Jesse put in chat smite Percy once, and he actually used 1,000 points.
Holy shit, dude.
So you guys watch as a bolt,
It
a
could
single
be later.
cloud forms
it could
above
be
you.
later,
Yeah.
after we've done the mission.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind for later.
I'm gonna fucking die.
You know, if
later.
he's kind of on the verge, maybe some random enemy will get a point of inspiration to hit him, or, you know, maybe they'll have a damage die added
Getting-
somehow.
Yikes.
No, we'll see. This is gonna be used just for you guys to fuck with each other.
Get smitten, Percy. Talk shit, get hit.
Right. So you make your way
Talk
down.
shit, get smitten.
Zelfer confidently swags his way down.
Real quick, Holden.
Yes.
Did I happen to tell you my butter story? That a D&D group that I watched on Twitch. They had a point system that where if you just watch, I don't know. It was a long time ago before this.
But kind of
Anyway, yeah. So one of the things was I could make one item worth 10 gold pieces or less appear, and these guys were in a dungeon. And I said, okay, I make a chunk of butter worth 10 gold pieces appear.
Oh my god.
in this guy's backpack, and
This guy
he's
just
like,
falls
"Haha,
over."
Okay, that's fun. And I said, no, 10 gold pieces worth. And we sat down and calculated. It was like 5,000 pounds of butter.
Oh my god. So this dude literally just
Yeah.
The dungeon filled with butter. That's incredible.
You're the
Holy
worst.
shit, that's fucking amazing. Right. So you guys make your way down to the dock.
Zelfer leading.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, fellow travelers.
The guards give you a look. No, we're staying here.
We're the restorative court of Direwood.
Right this way then. They step out of the step off to the side and let you have the boats.
I was getting there, Mr. Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sam, impatient much?
I
little
learned
bit.
that what I learned today, Mr. Sam, is it's all about the journey, not just the destination.
Oh,
Well, for us, it's about the destination. There are some thugs to be judged.
Some goons to fucking slap.
Fair enough. I am eager
Comes
to
over.
judge people. I
I'm
did.
eager to touch people.
No, hey,
As I start walking.
Truly goon.
are you gonna be a father?
Man, you guys, this campaign would never move forward at
Oh.
all if I didn't stop you at some point. This-
Oh god, Zelfer being a dad? Oh fuck.
Does,
What
Is
would
that
the
possible?
baby look like?
does Sam say that?
Yeah.
I kind of look at him and go, I honestly don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I,
Wait, have you been? Wait,
Do you have
It is.
wait.
It
Has
is
he been-
now canon.
pull out
Zelfer
game
will be a dad.
non-existent.
would she have told me to pull out?
One moment.
Pull out
Oh
game.
no.
No.
He's been
Zelfer's
blowing
fucking
loads
dumping
inside of
loads
her.
in a chick, yeah.
Zelfer wouldn't know anything about that, so he would just
I know.
Dude, she wants little tadpoles.
Ew.
But Zelfur goes, I don't know if it's impossible for me to have children. I don't know how
my
my
Oh,
body works
please,
like that.
please. Oh my god. No, fuck it. It's possible now.
Yeah, it's canon now. Zelfur's gonna be a dad.
That one's not up to you.
It is now.
It's up to the bearded guy in the corner.
Oh god, no, he's redeeming
Me?
points.
What-
He used
What's
another
he
1,000
doing?
points to say, Zelfur knocked the bitch up.
Zelfur's a dad.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
This is terrible news.
Yeah, wow.
This is
Probably
incredible.
So you guys board the boats.
I'm sitting there like holding his shoulders.
You guys board the boats, and I assume you make your way into the cavern.
We do, and the
yes.
whole time I'm just Zelfur's a dad. Zelfur's a dad.
I'm sitting there going, I'm Zelfur. As we get in towards the cavern, I am gonna summon Angus. Are we at like the mouth of the cavern?
Yes.
Zelfur's a dad.
Oh,
Zelfur's a fucking dad.
I summon Angus, and look at Angus. All right, I'm gonna send you in there. Don't go farther.
Shit.
What did you do, Holden?
He accidentally made a dungeon that Angus can just scope the entire fucking thing.
No, I
You tried to play a 10-hour song.
No, I tried to play a song that's 2 hours and 55 minutes, or ambience that's 2 hours and 55 minutes, and it's telling me you can't play anything longer than 3 hours. Oh. Sure.
Let me just launch the video shorter.
Well, I summon Angus and go. All right, keep within 100 feet of me, but head forward. And I'll summon you back if there's danger. Sam, hold my hand. And I grab Sam.
I
And,
grab his shoulder.
I
Yeet.
go into Angus and
Woo, woo,
go
woo,
forward
woo, woo,
about
woo,
80
woo,
feet
woo,
here.
woo, woo, woo,
Hold on, I
woo,
can't
woo.
hear anything you're saying currently.
Woo, woo, woo,
Why?
woo, 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 woo,
Hello?
woo, 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 woo.
Can you hear me?
Woo, 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 woo,
No,
woo.
no, just
Woo.
no.
Woo 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 woo.
All I heard for the last little bit was woo 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 woo.
Was that Jason? We good?
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay, I'm gonna go blind, grab onto Sam, and send Angus in about 90 feet while listening around.
I'll summon my sword and my sword and shield for some dim lighting
Okay.
in case it's dark.
Is it dark?
Do that. There we go. That should work. So, as you send Angus in first, what you discover.
With advantage.
Let's see.
Good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Bodies.
What you see ahead of you is a rather long, watery passage that is surrounded by like light gray stone. Like it goes from this dirty, dark stone outside to this light gray stone that has slowly. It looks like it's been very slowly eroded away by this watery passage. Sometimes being as wide as 15 feet, others as narrow as 5. But it looks like with a rowboat you could probably get through. Eventually, about 100 feet in. How far can you see through, Angus?
Oh, I mean, I can get Angus 90 feet. I can go. Angus can go up to 100 feet away from me.
Yes. But can you still see through
and it
him
has
beyond
120 dark vision.
that? Okay. Okay.
Oh, I told Angus not to go farther than 90 feet
Right,
away.
and you guys are following him.
I thought we hadn't entered the cavern yet.
No? Okay.
This is kind of a scout ahead.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. What I can tell you then is eventually he can see up ahead without going outside of your range. There appears to be it splits off. This watery passage curves to the right and becomes this larger pool, and you can see what appears to be a very very shanty dock with some boxes and barrels on it, and 3 or 4 rowboats docked on it. And there also appears to be maybe a couple of streams continuing further to the right.
Okay.
No threats or anything that you can see.
Okay.
I bring Angus back. And unblind myself and go, alright, so it seems to be clear for the first part.
Very well.
Fabulous.
Let's go.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go.
As a great man once said, let's go. So you guys board your boats and slowly row in.
I believe he was from Metallica.
Slowly row in through this passage, becoming narrow, a little cramped at times, especially for the larger of you, and then opening back up. It's very dimly lit.
That was a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Pointed message.
Yeah, probably because I was pointing at you.
Sam, you're fucking huge.
Eventually, you guys come across the very broken down dock that Zelfer had described to you, and there are, in fact, 4 other little rowboats there. Some of the first things that catch your attention are, of course, the sound of streaming and dripping water. There's this very musky scent in here. Akin to.
Did he just post the Discord link to the server we're in the Roll20?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm done fucking around.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm done. I'm done.
All right, you guys are on
You're
the
not.
map.
It's in your nature.
Here
It
we
is
go.
your very nature to fuck around, and we love you for it.
Where are we on this map? Top right?
No, bottom.
We're in the dark.
I'd give you more description, but you guys don't even listen, so I'm just gonna put you on the map here.
I'm listening.
Sorry.
At this dock.
Yes, I'm putting you there now. You guys can put your boats down here.
Does it look like through the stream that is there any flow of water?
Yes, there does appear to be a flow of water coming out from these spots.
Okay, when we came into the cavern, was it just straight still water? Okay, if I was trying to push all these boats off the dock except for ours, could I do it?
Probably. You could feel as you were coming in that there was there was a negligible current. Like the stream that's coming out from these is very slow. Barely noticeable.
They wanted us to test the blink beads on humanoids. Would they work on boats?
How many beads of...
I think we have 2.
We have 2?
2.
Mr. Six?
2.
2. Okay. Well, what I was thinking is if we sink most of the boats, then there's a very little,
right away.
very little exit strategy for these T-hugs, if you will.
The goons.
Yes, but at the same time, I don't plan on letting them get past us.
But I mean, with your size, it's hard to get past you.
Good. They won't even make it back here.
I just don't think one of the beads is a good sinker of boats.
Probably not. In case we miss the first person.
Well, do they have to be thrown? What if you high-five someone with it in your hand?
Would you both
might
get vanished
backfire.
Probably both get sucked in.
My preference.
I mean, it would be a great way to tell him exactly what plane you were sent to.
Are you guys being quiet with
If
this
you could get
conversation at
back.
all? You haven't said so.
I don't think we would have been.
Okay.
No.
You can hear your voices very faintly echoing throughout this watery chamber.
Oh, we echo. I have an idea.
We should probably start being quiet.
I can make loud knocking noises and see if they come to answer the door.
Do you see a door?
Probably.
Maybe
yeah.
they will think there's a door and they will instinctively go to answer it. God.
It's a perfect ambush tactic.
All right.
Question us again, God.
Are you making a knocking sound?
No. I want to look up this staircase right here. This staircase. The only staircase on the map. I want to look up it.
Okay.
Or down it.
You
The stairs. These stairs. The best stairs. The only stairs.
Okay, you guys watch as Zelfer approaches these stairs.
I
Zelfer,
look.
you look up, and it heads up and seems to curve to the left.
Oh, Cusco's poison.
Still-
The poison for Cusco.
Still a light gray stone floor and gray. The floor a bit more smoothed out, as if it looks as though it was carved out on the walls, very rough hewn. Natural
I
stone.
summon Angus.
Okay.
Angus, do the owl hop and look down the hallway.
Okay. Angus flaps down and starts owl hopping up the stairs. And are you watching through him, going blind?
I am not. I'm telepathically, and I'm ready to desummon him at a moment it's noticed.
You're ready to desummon him, but you're not watching through his eyes?
No, I'll watch through his eyes, kind of
Okay.
put my hand against the wall, and then be ready to, at a moment's notice.
Okay.
Snap back to reality.
So you watch as he rounds a corner, and
there goes
immediately there's a
that.
closed door.
There's a what?
Closed
There's
door.
There's a door.
I summon him back and look at him and go, there is a door. Which one of you can check for traps the best?
I can just walk in.
That is a good question.
I would move up to the stairs.
Okay.
Probably just up the stairs.
Go ahead.
I'd take a glove off and rub my hand along the.
Along the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check. Okay, running your hand along, you don't feel anything unnatural. It's just a very rough cut stone, and you check both sides of the wall, even checking the ceiling a little bit. It's a little low for you, but there's no wire, there's no mechanoid or magical traps that you can perceive with just touch.
Are the walls dry?
To a degree, but there are little it's very moist and humid in here, so there's some condensation on them.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Just normal stone.
Appears to be.
Okay, that's just seems to be normal stone. I'm gonna try and open the door. Fuck
I
it.
will stand behind him in case this inevitably goes terribly wrong.
Okay, so Sam, you're gonna open the door. Zelfer behind.
Guys, we're opening the door.
First,
right.
I'll push it in case it's a push door. Then I'll pull it if it's not.
Okay, you push. Nothing happens.
And if it doesn't,
Why wouldn't you
pull
just
open,
look for the hinge?
If it doesn't pull open, I'll just lift from the bottom. Fuck it.
Okay, you push. Nothing happens. You
Door.
pull, and there's like a tiny bit of give, but it seems to be locked to some degree somehow.
Fucking yank the door open.
You're just gonna try and yank it.
Yank so hard you break the locking
Okay,
mechanism.
make a strength check. Fuck it.
Wait.
When all else fails.
Before he
Oh wait, that's safe. Oops.
before you roll, do I think if I is he pulling or he's just pulling as hard as he can?
It gave a little
Yeah.
bit of give when he pulled, so I imagine he's pulling.
I'm trying to decide if I want to. Never mind, you roll.
He made the check with a 20.
I was gonna see if I would just decide to cast knock and watch him fall on his ass.
That would have been hilarious, but he might fall on his ass anyway, because as he pulls and pulls and pulls, there's a snap, but followed by another snap. As he pulls the door open, you see a large log on rope swing down at you, and I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
I fucking hate you.
Okay. Okay.
Hey.
So both of you both dive and are now prone on the ground. You dive out of the way, and it swings woof, 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 until it slows down to the point that it wouldn't hurt anybody. And now, inspecting it, seeing it right there in front of you, guys are both prone. The rest of you just not like being around the corner. You just see both of them jump back, and you hear this whoosh. And now you guys can see that it was also covered in spikes.
Did we see the log like
Is that the bean?
come out a little bit?
You would have heard it definitely. You would have heard this whoosh.
How is the bean?
Duck.
Man, that would have hurt.
And there was a loud crack as first the doors open, and then a snap as whatever wire was holding this together snapped.
Well, if there's
That's one of
people
those-
here, they know we're here.
Do they? Do you guys know we're here? I shout. We're here.
Hopefully they
here,
think we're
here."
dead.
Ow!
I mean, not
We've all
anymore.
been
but...
killed by this ingenious trap.
Make a deception check.
I can't believe how
Sure.
mauled my legs are. Ah.
I can't believe it's 5,000 pounds of butter. Ah.
It is so painful. Ah.
2.5 tons of butter.
Oh my god, he still hasn't fucking changed the Amazon gift card part.
Oh shit. Sorry.
You just
Why?
oh shit. Who the fuck calls gift cards GCs?
We do at the bank.
Is it 11?
I look down the hallway.
Okay, now
What do
that
I
it is
see?
open, you can see that it continues and seems to turn to the right.
Mr. Sam, we should cut this log down and throw it into the water.
Sure, why not?
Alright.
Okay, as the rest of you approach to probably catch up, you watch as each of you just start cutting the rope to get the log down.
Nope, just
I mean,
slice
it makes
the rope.
sense.
It's not a hard
Slice.
task. So you guys, you just slice through the rope. Are you catching it as it comes down, or are you letting it
No!
fall? Okay, just clunk. There's now a large spiked log on the
I'll
ground.
pick it up and just throw it in the water. Fuck it.
Okay. You guys all have to kind of move out of the way as Sam carries a spike-ridden log, very carefully placing his fingers so as not to cut himself. Just woof, tosses into the
Actually-
water and land. Oh,
I wonder what it would be like if I could just fucking ram some this thing.
That's called
know what?
boring. That's frowned upon
I
in
think I found
society.
my new weapon.
would you like to carry this large spiked log with you?
Log? Yeah?
God damn it.
It's gonna be very unwieldy, but you could.
It's gonna be my battering ram slash
How are you
thug
gonna carry
murderer.
that in one hand and your shield in the other?
I won't. I'll
I'm
just use
sorry,
both
I
hands to
also
carry the
haven't-
fucking log.
I haven't resized your
Oh my
guys'
God.
tokens to fit the map. Let me do that
I was
quickly.
gonna say, I feel like we're a little small, but I'm not gonna
No,
question
you
it.
guys were definitely a little small. That is my mistake.
Yeah, it's like, you're barely big enough to fit in this hallway. I'm like, seem that
Yeah,
way.
you're all in baby form as you enter. Apparently,
Oh.
you are all baby.
Damn. Ba 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 bum, baby.
Okay.
Is it for all of our dads?
So,
Shut the fuck up.
Sam, are you carrying this log? You can.
Yep.
Okay. Sam decides. You guys watch as he kind of goes over to the dock. Goes, nah, and he brings it back.
Spiky.
Okay. Sure. You're carrying this large spiked log now, and the door is open. How would you guys like to proceed?
Through the door.
Behind Sam.
Well, I will mention there is
Yeah.
also like a little landing off to the left, and then the two streams coming out.
What, can you give me some stats for this log? So I can murder people with it?
Okay.
How dark is it?
It's a minus
It
6
is
to
very
hit.
dimly lit. Torches here and there. But right now, it's for those with dark vision, that is coming in handy right now. For those without, you're not inhibited in your
Person's
sight
blind.
quite yet. You're not blind. It's not like pitch black, but it's a little hard to see.
That's where the log comes in handy. You just swing it around.
Jesse, I'll
You
just
just hit shit.
bullshit some stats for you real quick.
What kind of spikes are we talking? Are we talking
Matter of
like railroad
fact,
spikes?
should we just go up those streams? Or on that landing?
Well,
Just
they-
quietly
they-
close the
This,
door.
this is the entrance where they think that we're gonna. I would be quiet in saying all this, by the way.
Sam, what's your strength modifier?
5.
And what's your to hit modifier with your swords?
I don't know. To hit 8.
Okay.
Well, if this is area, maybe we should just go forward this way, and if there's more traps, well, Mr. Sam, I don't think you're gonna get too much skinnier hallways with that.
No, that's why I think
Well-
we should go through the water passages.
I mean, there was already one trap in this passageway. It's probably littered with much more.
They assume at this point either the trap has killed us, or whoever's here, or that we're coming from this direction. So maybe a change in direction wouldn't be a bad thing.
I think that is a good idea, considering Sulfur yelled.
I did
I
that.
glare at him.
I smile back.
I'll smile back at you.
All right. I'll sort of creep over to that edge there and peek around.
To which edge? I'm sorry.
To the first stream there.
Okay. The water is rather deep. Are you gonna hop back on a boat?
Oh, I see. No, I'm gonna swim it.
You're just gonna carefully get in and swim over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6 gets down. At first, you do have to swim to stay afloat, but as you get closer to the stream here, you're about knee high. You don't swim for long. You're kind of drenched now, but you're able to peek over.
Sure.
And what you see
Just see
is this.
check it
Looks
out.
to be a hallway of some sort up ahead. And you can see that the water level grows lower, so you'd probably be wading like ankle deep once you got in there.
I'm gonna try to wave back to the folks on the dock there and signal that I'm gonna take a look down here.
Do you want us to follow?
I'll let you know. It
Here,
branches
take
off.
this. And I send Angus to his shoulder.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So the rest of you are gonna hold back
Now we
while
have-
6 scouts for a moment, and you can be told via Angus what he's seeing. That
Perfect.
makes things a lot easier to DM. Okay, I like it. So 6, are you trying to do this stealthily?
I am gonna try to go fairly stealthy.
Roll that stealth check.
I am roll it. Nah.
Hold and check disc.
Okay, one moment. Okay.
Hmm. Not fabulous, but
Okay.
hopefully the water is. I don't know. All right.
And about
Uh,
that is what you see.
Okay. I talk to the owl, and I
I can
say,
hear him. I also
like
can see
that.
through the owl. So
Branches
I'm
off.
narrating what I see.
Yeah, I imagine Zelfer's trying to narrate what he sees, but then 6 starts kind of whispering it to the owl, and Zelfer kind of stutters a bit as he's trying to hear and talk at the same time.
It
Giving
branches off
slightly
in a
different
couple of different
descriptions.
directions. Over here.
Oh my
Zelford,
God.
can you hear me?
The
Zelford.
owl looks at him and nods. Zelfer, to everyone around him, he's talking to me. I can't hear anything anyone
Thank
else
you,
is saying. Ah.
Best would shush him. Speak quietly. Be quiet.
But he
Um,
cannot see or hear you, so he does not know.
Okay, 6 kind of
God.
peeks around to the edge there in that bigger pool, where that pipe or whatever it is. It's gonna take a closer look at that.
Yeah, you can see there appears to be some sort of, in fact, like very old drainage pipe. Let's see.
Ooh, big
You're
yawn.
gonna peek around further into that area.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I'll just kind of widen that for you there. Are you kind of rounding the corner to the left then?
Yeah.
A little bit, so you kind of
Yeah,
make your
well-
way around here, just kind of checking this area out. I'm gonna use your previous stealth roll.
Okay.
What you can find, there are some areas that seem to be kind of blocked off by more pipes. But then as
Okay.
you check down the left, there appears to be some sort of continuation in like floating debris.
Okay. Debris. Not.
You don't
not
see
a
anybody yet.
fabulous sign. Let's see.
The owl pecks your cheek,
Which direction should I go?
and it looks back to the hallway that you came in from.
Okay. I will head back.
Okay. So 6 kind of wades back to you guys over here. You reconvene on the dock.
I think we should. From what I saw, there's a lot more options that way, and that lead deeper into this wet thing.
It's wet then.
I think we should follow Mr. Six's lead as a group.
There's a lot of large pipes.
Yes.
What could these have been from?
Aqueducts, possibly?
Are they? Do they look older than the city above?
Make, from what you saw, go ahead and make a history check. Or perception, I'll leave it up to you. But no, you might get different
Okay.
information based on which one you use.
I will do.
I hate how
Let's do
using your
some-
scroll wheel brings the entire page like to a different zip code.
Yeah.
Do a history? Okay. You did see that there's a lot of growth, like mossy growth on them, but they appear to be
Okay.
functional.
Okay.
Do with that what you will.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like kind of where the door was there. One of the branches goes basically right that way. So shall
So
we use the door?
No, I think we should use the waterway.
Copy.
10-4.
All right. Should we use
Solid copy,
a
Red
boat?
Leader.
Would
Damn, he's
Would the-
using slang.
Is it too
Would the
shallow for the
boats-
boat?
would it fit through there?
I would rather be on foot if you can walk, because I don't really want to be on a boat that can be attacked when we're all
Zelf
stuck
is
together.
also allergic to seaweed,
Good
so you have
call.
to watch out for underneath the water.
Exactly. If it gets in my nose, I can't breathe.
What's that?
If we are on a boat all together,
This
grouped
is
up,
really good.
if someone attacks it with something that does AOE, like that
Mm.
hurts all of us, we're kind of all fucked.
Elf
Oh, fucko.
fucked.
That's Spanish for fucked.
Nice.
No.
Spanish isn't canon. Fuck you.
Cronesian, or whatever the fuck I said.
Chalkian or whatever.
Sure.
That's celestial. That's celestial for fucked.
Is Celestial Mexican?
Spanish. Is,
Spanish?
I'm sorry, what?
Spanish is the language of the gods, Isaac.
You know what I meant to say.
Something less
Brain
racist.
stupid.
So how are you guys
Ecuadorian?
proceeding?
On foot.
Yeah, up that first path,
Uh-huh.
and then to the right. I think we should explore that area first.
Given how cramped it is, only one of you can fit at a time. You'll have to be single file. Can I get a marching order?
Third.
Oh, that's
I
like-
go right after 6.
Is 6 going first then?
I'll take first.
Then I am last.
Okay.
Unless Sam wants to be last.
I was muted the whole time. I said that I would go first because I got the log, but that's fine.
Because I have the log.
Yeah, that's
Log
perfectly
first.
fine.
Log first is probably a good approach, honestly.
Oh, I mean, I was just gonna ram it at the first thing I saw.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
So let me just shift to the line here. We'll do the same thing. But this. Okay. How's that seem? Everyone happy with that?
Yes.
All right.
Looks good.
At this point, I think I would like to put us in initiative just to make movement through this a bit smoother. Now that we're all kind of together, you guys are probably going to want to do different things. So if everybody would please roll initiative for me.
I don't
I
want.
never get good initiative.
Because you're stupid.
You're stinky stupid.
I've never once rolled a decent initiative.
Ooh, 25.
And I will have to add, let's see, I will have to add up your initiative modifiers because Roll20 still doesn't like to add those for whatever reason.
Mine's just +2, so I'm still at the
We'll
end.
go down the line in just a moment. Oh no,
Oh,
Zelf
I
got
can't-
11,
I
Sam
can't-
got 5.
select my dude.
I
Sorry.
will add for you. You can just roll a d20.
Copy.
And if you want to add your initiative modifier, if you already know it, go ahead.
I do.
In the meantime, Sam, you said you have a +2.
Mhm.
Zelfer, you have a +0, correct?
Yeah.
Bess, you have a +4.
4.
Percy, do you have a crazy bonus, don't you? Like
Yeah, I got
+7.
a +7.
I'm starting to memorize these. Okay, and then
Hashtag
22.
alert.
Yeah, fucking alert. Okay, so that is our order for now. However, there's gonna have to be some skipping around given the cramped quarters, but we'll just go through it just in case. Percy, you're technically first. Are you just gonna follow the group?
Yeah, I'll just chill.
Okay, 6 as well.
We chilling for now. Keeping a lookout behind me though.
Okay, make a perception check then, Percy.
Oh god, I would love nothing more.
Okay, and 6, are you just gonna follow the group?
My eyes
Hello.
are so fucking.
Okay, I'm
open.
assuming we're all just gonna follow the group until we get to Sam, who is fucking last and up front. Sam, go ahead. 14.
Quite awkward how that works, isn't it?
Can I trade my initiative for his?
Percy, as you guys, as you kind of listening carefully in the rear, as everybody else is taking their turn or moving forward, you do hear what sounds like a bit of clattering coming from my ping, like just some faint footsteps.
Where was the ping?
Ping to your left. On screen.
Oh, I think I have the. Okay, one more time.
From over here, you hear some like what
Okay.
sounds like clattering of footsteps, something
Well,
being
that's-
moved.
Gotcha. I had the initiative bar over it.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Roll
Alright,
20 is
I
so
will
laggy.
keep noted.
Well,
I'm not gonna do anything
which
about
way
it.
did you say to go? 6.
I was thinking right, but
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Right we go.
Yep, and you have your movement
There
speed,
we
so
go.
feel free to move.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, and then from
What do I
there,
see?
this is what you see.
25.
Okay, down this hall, this is what you see.
I think we should go that way.
Should
6.
we at least check the? Should we at least
Yeah,
check the
since we're
loop?
not in combat right now, you guys can totally like communicate back and forth about where to go and everything.
Where?
Should we check the loop? Just make sure there's nothing there.
Sure. I will continue on. 30. That's it. That's my movement speed.
Okay. Since you'll see, I will just show
Oh,
you.
I have 35. Bam.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell that there's like a bit of a loop here. It was in fact a loop.
Ah, there's an offshoot. Ah. I'm an
What
old timey gangster.
What you eating, Jason?
Kind of see something. Like
It's
that.
braised beef stew.
Mm.
It's like a soup with beef
And stew in it.
and miso sauce.
Why
Okay.
would you have a soup with stew in it? Please tell me.
All right, Percy, you did hear that.
Oh, I messed up
It is your
then.
turn.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It is now your
Um,
turn.
I'm-
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Um.
And if you'd like to just say follow the group, we can always just skip.
I think I'm gonna set up camp right there and just wait for a little bit.
We're just gonna hold the rear.
I'm gonna let everybody else move forward. Who's directly in front of me? Is that Pass?
That is Zelfer.
Alright, I'm gonna tap Zolfer and very quietly say I hear clattering and clanging coming from the back here. I'm gonna wait, and if there's an ambush, I'm gonna teleport up and run for my life.
Okay.
Well, I should say if there's an ambush. When I ambush them and I don't win, I'm gonna come back to you.
Okay. Sounds good. I will let
Ooh.
someone know.
How heavy is the log?
Sam faintly hears something. What?
What?
No, Isaac to Holden. How heavy is the log? Do I know?
You wouldn't just by look. You could guess it's probably like 25, 30 pounds. It looks like a big fucking log.
That's within carrying capacity to teleport with. Ooh. I could teleport above somebody and just fucking ground pound their ass with a spiked log.
Find your own log.
I hate it. Okay, so you're taking up
This
a
is
rear
my
guard.
log.
6, you are next.
I follow the group.
Okay, so you're just gonna follow Sam. Bess.
I follow the group.
Okay, Zelfer.
I am going to stop here. Sorry, my roll 20 is deciding to be the leggiest thing in the and be looking back towards Percy, basically keeping an eye on Percy and the other entrance.
Okay, so you're
So if
watching
anyone-
the left and Percy.
Yes,
Make a perception check.
I can do that. I hope, because every time I click anything on, it takes about 5 minutes for it to do anything. Okay, hold off for me. I have my luck points.
Okay.
I just can't see my
I will
own
not
roll
tell.
yet.
Yep, I will not tell you the outcome of the roll.
Has it shown up yet?
It has not. Do you want me to roll it for? Oh, there it is. Nat one.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
Oh my god, I might have to close roll 20 and see if it works better for me. I'll take the 14. So give me a sec here. I'm not gonna be seen for a second. I'm gonna close it and reopen it if I can still hear you.
Understood. Yeah, my window's being for the first time ever. My roll 20 is also being laggy. Huh.
Like,
Everybody
it
in
is-
the world. Oh, Holden, it's
Yes.
the clouds. They're blocking Wi-Fi again.
Moving on, with a 14. With a 14, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
And here I thought the cloud was just where I put all my info.
No,
I don't know
it
if
can
you'd
stop
also
Wi-Fi.
Fuck
Sam,
up.
it is your turn.
It blocks the Wi-Fi.
I continue on.
Okay, this is so much better.
5,
Yeah, I might need to refresh mine as well.
10.
Yeah, I just closed everything. And now it's
What do I
actually
see?
responding.
Sorry,
Eggs.
my Roll20 is also lagging. I'm actually gonna refresh mine. Sorry, give me one moment.
Oh wow, the DM
No,
having
you're
a
not-
fuck up. Jeez.
Granted a moment.
You're granted
Come
2
back
moments.
right this instant, or
Demand.
else I demand.
He's on Roll20, guys. Everyone do what you want.
I'm already back. Fuck you.
Aw,
Damn.
man.
Let me. Yeah, that's much
Hi,
better.
I'm DM. Sam has a 14,000 inch dick.
Why Sam?
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
He's the one who got you smited.
It's true.
I know. Imagine having to live with a 14,000 inch dick.
He's walking through the cave. Everyone thinks
Sam,
it's
I've
a
showed you what you
snake.
see.
God damn it. Alright. 10, 15, 20, 25. 20. I peer around the corner.
Okay, you kind of peer around the corner. And actually, I'll just give this to you. You can see up ahead, the path continues. But you can see something off to the right. Looks like fur? Maybe?
I don't like this.
Just a little peer around the corner.
Oh,
Psst, psst, psst. 6, come here.
okay.
Alright, you tell 6 to follow with the rest of your turn. quietly.
30.
Are you stepping all the way out a little bit? Or you kind of...
Into this corner.
Okay.
This next corner.
Okay. It is Percy's turn next. Are you keeping the rear guard?
Yep.
Okay. Nothing has
I
happened
still had 5
yet.
feet of
but
movement.
That movement. Oh, did you? Well,
Yeah.
6 can't come yet.
He's still edging.
Did you want to use the remaining 5 feet of your movement?
I mean, can I see around this corner right here?
If you use your remaining 5 feet of movement.
Sounds like a good use of it.
There? I don't know. Sure.
Okay. What you could see better now. There appears to be a very dead rat, like a very large, very dead rat.
That's kind of gross.
Entrails hanging
Right,
out,
no.
bite wounds, scratch
Right.
wounds all over it. Its ribs protruding.
Best, don't look.
Okay. Percy's keeping up the rear guard. That movement, there's no more shuffling. 6, it is your turn.
I move on up.
Okay, you move up to right behind Sam.
Yes, please.
And you can kind of peeking around him. You can see you can also see this very torn apart rat. Very large torn apart rat.
Listening, do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
I would like to. Thank you.
Switch back over to the chat.
Holden, did you ever check this, by the way?
For what?
Or what I messaged you?
We message a lot.
He doesn't
In
want to
the
directly
last-
say he sent you a penis pic.
And the last thing I messaged you.
Yeah, I will check that shortly. 6 with a 12.
Mhm.
You hear the dripping of water. You hear the streams flowing. Nothing that alarms you immediately.
Okay. I still have a little movement left, so I'll step forward.
Yes, that looks right to me. You can't change the to hit, huh? Okay. Okay, so then let me just do this. Will that work? How about that? How about that? No. Okay, so for the time being, we're just gonna consider it a dex weapon, even though it's not, because that'll make the to hit a bit more accurate for what I wanted. But
Fucking
otherwise, that looks
log
good to
is a
me.
dex weapon. Nice.
Okay,
I dexterously flip around my spiked log.
yeah, that works for me.
It's like the Quiznos guy from the Vine.
In fact, why don't you just do one attack with it just to make sure it's correct? Just swing one attack with it. Sam does a practice swing with his log.
Fucking shit.
Jesus.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, we can simplify this so that roll 20 isn't getting confused here. We can literally just make it 2d6 plus 4. There we go. And let's try that again.
That was the other question.
Yeah.
Rare. A little less
2
rare.
plus 5 plus 0, correct. Oh, right. Does it add the 4? Let's see. 2d6 plus 4.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Okay, yep. Good. Yeah, that's all set up then.
Yeah, I got.
But I may allow you to do other bullshit with it. We'll see. So where were we? 6. Yes, you peer around the corner. You don't hear anything other than the water.
Oh, okay. You cut out, but I don't hear.
You don't hear anything other than the water.
Awesome. I'll use the last bit of my movement to just sort of move forward, hugging the right wall there.
Okay, so you're gonna move past Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move just past Sam here.
Whoa! Watch the log, buddy.
Yeah, you kind of just scoot by the log a little bit, and what you see is they're not as torn up, but there do appear to be more dead rats, equally large.
Okay. Any as fresh?
With your
What would I
perception
find
check, the two on the right that you just noticed appear to be more fresh, possibly.
Okay. All right, that's me.
Only one way to find out. Percy's just popping one in his mouth.
Okay, Bess.
I'll follow.
Okay. You stay behind the group with them there. Zelfer.
I gesture to Percy. I'm kind of whisper shout. Hey, we're all moving ahead. Just keep watching from the back.
Okay, I'll catch up with you.
Don't be more than 20 feet behind us.
I'll do my best.
Yay.
Marty.
It's okay.
Shut up,
10,
Zelfer.
20, 30. I'll use my dash action if I can.
Yeah, that's fine.
10, 20, 25.
Get right behind the group. Okay, you're all lined up. Sam, it is technically your turn. Do you want to wait for Percy to...
Percy's coming.
There you go. Excuse me. Watch the log.
Watch the log, watch the log.
10. 15. Ew. Stepped in rat gut. 20.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there because as you get here
Hello.
and step into... There's a little bit of a squish as you step on some rat gut. The rest of you watch
You've heard of rot gut? Check out rat gut.
as from above, a very large white spider
Oh, who would
Oh
have thought?
no.
falls from the ceiling and attempts to land on Samael. And Sam, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I stick the fucking log up?
I thought you were going to do that. I assumed you were going to do that, and yes, you fucking can. But here's the thing. You can make a dexterity saving throw to try to avoid, but if you stick your log up, you know there's a good chance you're going to take his damage as well as this thing.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Okay, fuck it.
Log.
Pick the log up.
Okay, you're going to...
I look up and I just...
Fuck it, roll the hit!
Oh my god.
Eat log.
Okay.
Girls
let
born
me-
after 1993 don't know how to cook. All they know how to do is eat hot chip and lie.
Unfortunately, that does not quite hit it. So the spider descends upon you and does a no, I'm sorry. Let me find. No, that's not it. I need to add its modifier. Ha ha ha. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
What's your AC?
20.
Fuck me. Okay. So what
Oh,
happens?
no.
So what happens is this giant spider descends on Sam. He sticks the log up and it manages to move its legs around the spikes. And its legs are kind of like he's not grappled, but it's kind of wrapping around him, trying to get a hold of him. And he just uses the spike log, the spog, to push the spider away. And it's
Spog champ.
its large fangs are attempting to bite at him, but it
Mog
can't
champ.
quite get to him because he's just holding it away with this giant spike log.
Little help.
Okay.
He's about to squash a bug.
How much of a ruckus are they making?
There's a as this thing descends on him, and he's saying, "There's a little help," so a fair amount, enough that I am now going to add combat music because we are now in combat.
Great.
Man, this makes a lot of Discord notifications.
Mm-hmm.
I have rhythm muted from a different server already.
So, that is going to bring us to Percy next. Who needs to catch up?
Is there anybody waiting there?
You
Anybody
look
coming around
back.
that I can see?
Taking one last peek. Make another perception check.
Aye, chief. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's 13.
Okay.
It's higher than 2.
Not that you can see here. However,
Then
you can hear echoing from over this way. There
Ooh.
appears to be some shuffling, but it's an echo.
I'm setting up my ambush from the other side.
Okay, so you're just gonna move up and wait here.
Yep.
Are you gonna peek around, or are you just gonna wait?
I'm gonna peek around a little bit,
Okay, make a stealth check.
like the corner of my eye.
Make a stealth check.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
His shiny shirtless skin is glistening.
Glistening, yeah.
You peek around, and you don't see anything immediately, but you can except you can see that the water. If you see where I'm pinging to the left of your character here, off to the left, you can see that the water has been disturbed there a little bit.
Okay, ping one more time. Sorry. One more time.
One more
I think
time.
I know where you're pinging. Yeah.
The water has been disturbed over there. That's all you
There's
can see.
no good place for turn order to go.
No.
Yeah,
no,
that's the
there's
problem
not.
with big maps. Right.
I'll put it at the top of chat. There we
So-
go. Okay. What is this? Can I see this from here?
Yeah, you can see that's like a large drainage pipe that's spewing out a little bit of water.
Is the water this clean?
Not quite.
'Cause it looks like pretty nice water, not gonna lie.
It
He
doesn't look. It
immediately
doesn't look
dunks
like
his
sewage
face.
water, but it's a little bit more mucky than
Does
it
it look like
appears.
the Mississippi River?
Dunks his face in the water.
Yeah, call it like
Uh,
Mississippi River.
Like
Okay.
kind of nice, but also
Let me. Give me a second to look at my spellbook. Hold on.
You've already used your action to make a perception check.
Oh shit, you right. Okay, then I. How much movement was that?
That was only like what 10, 15? Let me see.
25.
No, oh sorry, that's not entirely accurate. You're just going by squares. It's 5, 10, 15 feet of movement.
Lame. Okay, so 35 more. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, 25 more. Is this 5 or is that 10? To go diagonal.
That'd be 5.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna set up ambush right here.
Okay, so you're gonna hold there and wait.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to 6. You see a giant fucking spider.
I'm
Attack.
confident in my buddies.
6. Glancing at the ceiling, do I see any other spiders?
I'm not gonna. I'll just tell you, you don't see any unless you want to make a perception
Okay.
check. Maybe you can do a more thorough search
okay.
with your turn, but no, you don't see any immediately.
All right. I throw a bead at it.
Okay. Then you're going to treat it as a ranged weapon.
Misses the bead, the entire cave vanishes.
Sam vanishes because he hits Sam.
Can you tell me
Um,
exactly what
yeah.
square you're hitting?
Okay.
Because this thing technically right now would be occupying those 4 squares.
Got it. The bottom right one.
Where the spider is, you're going to try to hit it. Okay. Yeah, so why don't you roll 1d20 plus proficiency plus dex.
That's a high number.
20 plus proficiency plus. Shoot. What's that going to be? I don't have anything set for ranged. Sorry.
Your proficiency should be like 3, I believe.
Got it.
Yeah.
Plus whatever your dex modifier is.
Yeah. Okay.
Which should be more than mine.
Oh shit! I'm hitting the wrong thing. Sorry. Fuck.
I imagine it would be 4 or 5, maybe 3.
I think at level 8 it's 4.
Proficiency? Mine's only 3.
Yeah, mine's 3.
Is it 3 at level 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a 17 to hit. Okay. Then... Sam, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
I'm not wise. Oh my god.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Okay, you
I
guys.
became suddenly very wise.
Yeah. Let's see. You just beat the DC too. So you guys watch Six throws this bead, and as described, it like a booming force that it almost sounds like a cannon shot, like a poof, hits the spider, and you watch it vanish. You watch it get sent like 10 feet back, and then vanish. Sam, you watch him get knocked back into the wall, and then a portal kind of opens up around him, and he flies to the side and narrowly misses it.
Did I see anything about the portal?
You would have seen like a
Did I
flash
see
of green.
Inside? Flash of green.
Uh-huh.
There was some green.
Yeah, even those around the corner, you would have seen like kind of this green light kind of emanate around the corner, and the spider vanishes.
I scowl at Sam and I say, but we still don't know if it works on humanoids, man.
Yeah. While I appreciate you saved my life, please don't do that with me so close the next time. I don't want to vanish into the nether realm.
Yeah, alright, that's fair.
Thanks, buddy.
There we go. Okay.
Okay,
At this
I
point,
sit down with my log.
Okay,
I'm
you just
paying
sit
careful
there.
attention to the ceiling again.
Okay, make a perception check. Is this song just repeating? Why is this song just repeating?
Oh god,
This should be a whole playlist.
That was a good yawn.
There should be a whole goddamn playlist. Why is the song repeating?
Because it's not actually a playlist.
Because your
Because
mom is
whoever
gay.
made it is lazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow.
Damn.
I thought you loved him.
I love him, not his mom.
Damn.
Sorry, Tammy, if you're watching.
How about that?
Damn.
There we go.
Skip!
There's some hostilities.
Exclamation point, skip!
Okay. You look up with a nat 20. I didn't notice at first. You see lots of webs and things on the ceiling. Looking very carefully around, you're fairly certain there could be nothing else, especially that large hiding up there.
Okay. Looks
Hey,
clear.
Zelfer. Would you mind burning those webs for me?
In about two more people's turns, I will.
I'm gonna say with a nat 22, 6, as you're focusing on the ceiling, with a nat fucking 20, you do also notice, you do hear a bit of a splash coming from this direction.
That way. I whip around and point.
You whip around and point, and as you point, yell, that way! I need to roll initiative for somebody else. As you see this guy sticking out from around the corner with some steel rod.
Bandit!
Hit him with the orb of
Does he have
God.
a gun? Does he have a gun?
He has something.
He's got a gun, isn't it?
Jamie's got a.
Gaping hole, steel rod. That's what I call my gun.
Is
A steel rod.
A steel
did you
rod
not
totally
gaping
heard it?
hole.
Did you not figure out it was
Yeah.
firearms he was talking about till just now?
No, I knew.
Okay.
Wait, are the bandits and the spiders friends?
We just killed a Greek spider, guys.
We'll
A
have to ask
grader,
them.
if you will.
I will
Okay.
not
Bess,
speak.
it is your turn just before these guys go.
Did I see the spider at all?
You heard the spider and then saw a green flash.
Do I know that that's a spider?
With a brief chat afterward, kind of. You could assume.
Yeah.
You can assume.
I will.
I will add. You probably do not see this guy. You have not made the check.
I don't see him.
No, you do not see him.
Hang on, I need to lower the volume of rhythm. Shut the fuck up, rhythm.
Rhythm's crying right now.
I was trying to help.
I will,
Rhythm, you're fucking
Not-
obnoxious.
knowing that there's
Yeah,
anything over there, I would wear 6.
you're moving over to 6.
Yeah,
Okay, you move over to be next to 6.
yeah.
You see, I'm pointing
Yes, and as you move over there,
Just
he's
so you're
pointing
aware.
the other way, and you look over, and you're like, oh, shit. I say sure. Since 6 is pointing it out, that's easy. Yeah, you would know there's something over there. You didn't see it, but he's like, over there.
Aha! Over there!
You're not sure what, but he's pointing something out.
I would take a look. Carefully.
Okay. As you peek over, there is some metal thing sticking in an arm, sticking out from the corner.
Would I
She
know
peeks
what
over and
it is
gets
at
shot.
You
all?
have no idea what it is.
Okay. That'll do it for me then.
Okay. Then
Peeks
his
over,
turn,
gets shot in the
6,
fucking
as
mouth.
you are pointing at him, he's going to take a shot from his firearm.
Deflect missiles, catch it and throw it back.
That is a... That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Okay.
Catch it and
Yeah.
throw it back.
Can you
Yeah.
do that with a bullet?
Usually.
It's technically a missile, isn't it?
I wasn't even going to attempt to catch it.
I'm struggling to decide whether or not he could, because I guess via rules, like, he could, right? But that sounds fucking ridiculous.
Would I allow it as DM? No.
Yeah.
By rules as written, is it possible? Yes.
I hate it. I hate
Can
it
you
a
just
lot.
imagine? Ding. Vroom.
I mean, my fists, I guess, technically are magical weapons. I
He
could.
punches the bullet with enough force it turns around and goes back.
Good God.
While saying no, you.
Okay.
Uno reverse card.
You are going to take... Let's see.
Blake, at least I have the decency to fucking mute myself.
11 points of piercing damage as a loud boom echoes throughout the chamber, like loud enough that it makes your ears ring just a tiny bit. And there's a flash from down that corridor, and all of a sudden there's a searing pain in your right arm as you're pointing. You look over and there's like this there's this open wound, with a piece of metal jammed in there.
Holden, I
Would I-
love
would
your
I
music
see-
choice.
Yeah,
When
and
I
with
see him get shot,
you would see this projectile hit him. You just see a streak, and then his arm's bleeding. And with his movement, he's going to disappear. Or you hear him running off in a different direction.
Imagine Percy with a gun.
Okay.
He's doing it. He's imagining it.
And with that, it's gonna be now. It's Zelfer.
I saw the guy shoot, right?
You saw like this large and heard this large flash, and then 6 got hit. So you could assume there's some threat over there. Yes. You can now turning the corner. You see 6's arm still kind of pointing out a bit. The other arm bleeding.
Did he come from that way?
Don't
6 nods.
do it.
do it.
Fireball.
God damn it.
Do it, Dad.
I am just yeeting it down the hallway.
Okay.
Go.
Does fireball wrap around walls and such?
It says 20-foot sphere, so it's an explosion.
Let's go with yes because I love the idea of it.
Right, but there are spells that specify that they ignore walls and such and go around walls. If fireball doesn't, I almost want to. I'd probably, if it doesn't specify that it does. I
A
would-
bright light frequent points.
that was almost words.
Yeah, with a low
Doesn't
roar and
specify
an
it doesn't.
explosion of flame, each creature within a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the point must make a dexterity saving throw.
Doesn't say it does, but doesn't say it doesn't.
Yeah, because there are certain spells that
The
specify
the
it does.
fire spreads around corners.
There it
says
is. That's what I
specifically.
needed to hear. Perfect. Okay, then yeah, go ahead and roll that fireball.
I did.
Okay,
That's a lot of
pretty
damage.
average roll. Okay, they're gonna.
Yeah, I was looking at the
That
first
is
paragraph.
one fail.
I forgot I could scroll down.
Okay. So at that, you hear 3 voices yell out in pain.
I so I moved.
And start
10,
screaming as they're on
15,
fire.
20.
Yeah. You hear
5.
3 voices yell out in pain as they are probably
30.
getting burned to shit.
So give me a
Music to my ears. Favorite noise in the world. People being burned alive.
Yep, and that'd be me. I moved my rest of my movement feet away.
Okay. Well done. Okay, it's gonna bring us his turn. You hear your one voice. Let's see. Anyone speak Elven?
I believe I do, but let me check. I speak
Where
Common,
do I
Elvish,
find that?
Goblin, and Sylvan under background.
Okay, anybody that speaks Elven, you would hear in Elven, what essentially translates to "fuck this," and then splashing.
I do believe they're running. Give me a sec, I'm grabbing some food.
What
Okay.
was that language? What did they say?
It was Elvish.
They said,
What
"Fuck
did they
this."
say? Fuck this? That's
Fuck
it?
this. Well, fuck is the
Cowards.
same in every
Sam, it is your
language.
turn.
Judgment be had, motherfucker. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Here comes the
25,
log.
30, 35.
Yeah, here comes the fucking log.
Rah!
What's the range on that log?
Okay, you go around the corner. You don't see anybody.
Motherfucker.
Is it a reach weapon?
Yeah, is it a reach weapon?
Well, I kind of assumed you were holding it like horizontally so you could push it into people.
No. Fucking.
Because there's no
like,
spikes on the end. Are you like
outright.
swinging it?
I'm
vertically?
assuming he was holding.
no,
I thought he was holding it by
I
the
will-
rope.
I will ram it into people.
Okay, but
or
there's no spikes
I'll
on the
fucking
end.
I thought
swing
he
it
was
in
holding it
fucking
like a
wide
harpoon.
arc.
Yeah, if you just want to ram it into people from the end, there's no spikes on the end, so it would just be the 1d6 bludgeoning. If you want to swing it like a crazy maniac, it's going to be the 2d6. And
Crazy maniac.
not quite a reach weapon. Because reach would be 10 feet. It is not 10 feet long. It's like 5.
What a shitty fucking log. I throw it down, just summon my stuff, my sword and shield.
You're saying,
those are
well,
good.
this kind of saved me once, but fuck that. You summon your sword and shield, okay?
Percy, you can have the log. I shout.
Speaking of, Percy, it's your turn. As you hear this commotion.
I'm gonna take another peeksies. A really stealthy peeksies.
Down
I
the
should
left?
say. Yes.
Okay, roll a stealth and perception. Okay, with that, you hear what sounds like footsteps running through the water off in the distance, though you don't see anyone. But it's coming kind of from that general direction to the
Lame
left.
as fuck.
Sounds like you would, with a 22 perception, I'll tell you, it sounds like reinforcements are coming.
For the goons?
It sounds like people are rushing over to where you just heard a battle happening.
Well, you heard my explosion.
But they could be the guards too.
Not likely.
Okay, but what if it was?
No, I'm not there.
But what if it was? Yeah.
What are you doing, Percy?
I use my movement.
'Kay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I'm gonna sprint. 10, or 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't actually.
Do you see the squares? Because you're not using the squares at all.
No, I'm.
By now
I
you'd be
can't-
like up here.
Yeah. Okay. Then I need to zoom in, but then I can't see any of the map.
Yeah,
so I
you
have to
did
zoom
like
out.
you did like 3 squares twice in a row. like,
Don't worry about it. We're good.
like you're just tiptoeing through for a moment.
Percy's like, oh shit, I can move faster. Hold on. Okay, then yeah, I'll get up there with the rest.
Okay, yep. So you make it to your crew. Are you running to?
Do I have words still?
Sure, you have a few words.
There's a bunch of people running up here, and I don't know if they're good or bad.
That was
but
more
they're
than a
running.
few, but that works.
Many
Run
people
in,
run
run in.
towards us.
Many people run. Go. All right, 6 with a bleeding arm. It is your turn.
I'm a little upset after that.
Oh, and at the start of your turn, the wound starts to burn, and you take 5 more damage.
Son of a bitch. Alright, well, give me a second to take that into consideration.
Now I'm a little more upset.
Yeah, he's
I-
like, I'm kind of upset. Ow, I'm really upset.
I
Fine,
am
you said
a
it.
lot of upset.
I'm sorry you were the first one to get hit by this.
No problem. Okay, I will run up where Percy is. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
That's
35.
Sam.
So I can sorry, Sam. I can basically get to the center of that spot there. I don't think you can see me ping. No, you can't see me ping. Can you pop me up there?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3 squares
The
to the
center
left.
of that.
3 squares to the left. Okay. I will tell
1.
you.
Okay.
You get here, and then if you're getting 3 squares to the left, you get here. You can see the rest of the room now, and you can see that there are still 2 in wait, and one is going to use his reaction for his held action to take a swipe at you.
You get there and you get shot again.
That is a 10 and a natural 20. So I imagine the natural 20 hits. However, you can see that the other guy, the guy who shot you presumably, is still in the midst of reloading.
Okay. So the first attack, I redirect into that man as he reloads.
That's the thing you can do. I hate you.
Yeah.
Monks.
How often can you do that? What's that ability? What is that?
It takes a key point.
Oh, it's a key point ability. Son of a bitch.
It's a key point ability.
Okay.
Hold it. Remember, a lot of level 1 monks can take out a track.
Okay, so that first attack that missed, you can redirect. Okay, so I'll roll damage for that. Or do I have to roll again to hit, or you just literally redirect and it hits?
roll damage.
You're a bitch.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Then he's going to take 4 points of piercing damage from that man's dagger.
Sweet.
And the second one, the natural 20. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That would have been the sword. I'm not going to cheat you here. He would have taken... okay. And then the dagger would have been a natural 20 on you. So... that was a natural 20. Let me roll that.
Jason getting fucked up today.
Yeah, man.
That is going to be a grand total of 11 points of piercing damage. So here's what happens, Sam. You watch as 6 whips around the corner, and immediately a sword is slashed at him, and you watch 6 take that guy's arm and swing it around, and you hear it as the man reloading his rifle is struck down by 6's redirect. Good on ya. And then
the reload.
Yeah, I guess so. He's fucking dead. He can't continue reloading.
He's dead.
You hear it, yeah, as 6 swings this guy's arm away from him. You hear a shriek and the sound of blood hitting the water. And then 6, you are taking 11. You're taking 11 damage from the dagger as it pierces your side. So you swing his one arm around, and with his other arm, he pierces your side. But that's his reaction. It's still your turn.
All right, I punch him. I have an attack left, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
You get 1 punch, okay?
That. One punch. One punch.
And you can see too, these guys are fucking scorched. And the walls and the ceiling are dripping with way more water than everywhere else because of the fire, the heat from that fireball.
Nice.
And 11 just hits him.
That's too bad. Oh, sweet.
Just hits him.
9 bludgeon damage.
So, okay. Holy shit. 6 walks around the corner, gets his sword thrown at him. He throws it away from him, killing one guy. And then with a dagger in his side, he punches a guy in the face so fucking hard that he drops dead as well.
Caves is fucking skull in.
6 is like, I'm fucking angry right now.
Yeah,
Hold
the
on.
fireball may have helped with that, but yeah,
I'm sure.
that was phenomenal. Okay,
All right.
They're
and
down
Sam,
this
you
way.
witnessed all of this.
They're down that way. Oh, they're that way. Boom.
Judgment be had.
Next.
No,
Nice
they're
job,
not.
Topher.
Did I kill someone?
He's literally jumping around.
You helped very
Best,
much.
you after the
just mopped
fireball. Yeah, Best. You see 6 run around the corner. You hear a couple of shrieks, and then 6 yells back, "I mopped it up."
He said what?
He said he just mopped up.
What?
What?
You want to fuck me?
What?
What?
There are other
Yes.
people who want to. Apparently.
To get to 6, does Best have to dash? I can't.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No.
Okay, I'd like to move up to him. I'm not seeing very well because it's up on the TV screen and far away, and I can't.
That's okay. No, you're with your movement. Assuming you have up to 30, you can easily get to him without
I
using
have
your action.
40, I think.
Okay, then you could go even 10 feet further.
I'll just go up to him. How do I'd like to cast Cure Wounds at level 3, but I don't know how to do that through this.
You could just take off the use the spell slot. Make sure you do that, and then you could roll the 3d6 plus whatever your modifier is manually.
Okay, how do I find out what my modifier is? I'm sorry.
I believe it's your wisdom,
Wisdom. Let me go back to here.
or is it your spell casting?
It'd be a spellcasting modifier.
Be a spell casting modifier. Okay.
I believe so.
Are you sure?
I'm not a cleric.
Google.
I think it might be wisdom based.
cure wounds.
Well, your spell
One
casting
d8
is wisdom
plus
based.
Plus
it's
your
a
spellcasting
d8.
modifier. Yeah, it's 3d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
D8
Which-
plus spellcasting.
For a cleric, it should be wisdom based regardless.
Yeah.
Wait, so what am I? I'm sorry.
Take off the spell slot. However, you're keeping track of that, and then 3d8 / roll space 3d8 plus. What's your spellcasting modifier? You don't seem to have it marked
It
down.
should. Tell
I'm
her based
sorry.
on her level. If she has her
She doesn't have it marked
down.
down, so I have to do it manually here. It would be
I'm sorry.
wisdom, so +4 plus your proficiency, I believe, which makes it a +7. 3d8 / roll 3d8 plus 7.
/
sounds
roll
about right.
3d8 plus 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
All right, so 6 you
Thank you so
overheal.
much.
Welcome.
Not quite. Oh, yeah, no. No, I'm good. I'm down 5 total.
But you watch as she does that, the wound closes around the bullet. It's still burning.
Oh,
Oh.
I probably should have taken out the bullet. I wouldn't know
It's
that
okay.
though.
No, thank you. No.
So the
Well,
wound is,
well,
it's not
well,
bleeding. It's no longer bleeding. She did heal you, but you can still feel that burning sensation beneath the skin.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Do I see any
Thank you, Bess.
hostiles?
Just wait till the
Welcome.
bullet cools down.
I will show you like that much more. You don't see any in your immediate vicinity here. That is your action and your movement. You have 10 feet left of movement.
I think I'm gonna hold where I am.
Sounds good. Just gonna bring it to this guy. Okay. Then you. They are dead, so I can remove you. And you, son of a bitch. Okay. Zelfer, it's your turn.
10, 20, 30. Is everything dead over here, Mr. Sam?
Sure is.
Cool. I'll dash 10. 20.
You're now wading through bloodied waters.
Yep, I am walking up to this guy.
And also, all the walls are fucking scorched.
And I'm looking at the rifle, and I'm assuming I can't take it now because I've used my action.
Are you inspecting it, or are you trying to pick it up?
I want it.
You're gonna pick it up. I would allow you to pick it up. Picking an item up normally is a free action and interact, but given it's like rigor mortis in his hands mid reload, I'd let you use like a bonus action for it. You can pick it up.
I pick it up and I go, pretty.
Okay. I will tell you. Let me go back to my. You have a Gloucester rifle. Here, I will
need to
type
find
it.
me one of those.
Let me do this. Gloucester fire rifle. I put it in chat for you in the Roll 20 chat.
Good.
You don't really understand the machinations around it, but this looks like the thing he did the big hurt with.
All right, then. That's me.
That's you. All right. It's gonna bring it to this turn. He's gonna let me roll something quick. Got it. Okay, Sam, it's your turn.
Alright, enough dilly-dallying. 10, 20, 30. What do I see?
At this point, as you round the corner, you can see.
My
up
shield is
ahead-
up. I'm fucking ready.
Okay, your shield is up. You see down the hallway is another man with a firearm, and now he's been holding his action.
35.
Okay, he's going.
35 feet.
He's been holding his action. He's going to fire his rifle at you for a 19 to hit, which does not fucking hit
Miss.
you. Bitch. Okay.
Fucking hits my shield.
I'll
Fuck
add
you!
him.
I shout.
Roll his
The guy starts
initiative.
crying. Why?
Oh, good. Okay.
Sulfur fireball.
We could
Judgment be had.
we could treat Zelfer like a Pokemon.
All right, Percy, it's your turn. You hear another shot
Zelfer.
echo
Extra
out.
5 feet, man.
What? Okay, use your 5 feet then.
Zelfer, use fireball.
You round the corner. Cool.
Yeah.
As Sam rounds the corner and clears away, you guys can see this other guy with the rifle down the way. He would also use his movement. 5, 10, 15. He's now around the corner. Still visible-ish, but around the corner.
Sulfur fireball.
Okay, and
I'm
it is now
busy.
Percy's turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can I pick up a rifle?
There is no rifle. Zelfer is the only one. Zelfer is currently like holding a rifle, inspecting it.
Oh shit! Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they both had a rifle, or is that a sword?
That guy
Just
has
the
a
one.
sword.
Yeah,
and
he got a
Ah,
dagger.
fuck.
Sword and a dagger.
Yeah, you
Can
walk
you
into
say
it.
something?
It's a sharp dagger though. It's 11 damage.
Yeah, fucking did a lot of damage to him. Well,
Is
yeah.
that Alpha? Is that the thing that did the boom?
Well, yeah.
Can I see it?
I let him take it.
Oh,
You now have
I
the
wa- I-
Gloucester
checking-
fire rifle.
checking the fuck out of this thing.
I have no need for a
Are
fire.
you using your action to investigate it?
Yes.
Okay, do so with disadvantage, as you've never seen anything like this before.
How do I get double disadvantage? Investigation.
Yes. Okay, with a 9, be sure to add Gloucester fire rifle to your inventory. You can tell that this thing is not ready to fire.
Ah, damn! Because the first thing I was gonna do is pull the trigger.
Yeah, you pull the trigger immediately and nothing happens. You hear a click and nothing happens. You can tell then
He
from
was
that it's
reloading
not
it
ready
as
to
he
be
was
fired.
stabbed to death.
Yeah, and there's nothing in it. It definitely, bad thing comes out the front. You pull the trigger to make something happen. It's about the best you can get from this. But you can tell, actually, I'll give you with a 9. I'll tell you that the barrel is like almost red hot.
Do I have anything left over that I can do?
That
I
was
use
your
my
movement
and action.
and an action, bonus action, I guess.
Can I search the guy who had the rifle as a bonus action?
You cannot. That's an action.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. So then I will. That's my turn then.
Okay. Is this
I'll
guy's
sit there
turn?
oogling at this thing.
And ogling?
Okay.
Yeah, oogling,
Success.
ogling, googling, and
popcorn.
6, it is your turn. And at the start of your turn, you are going to take 4 more.
Wait, 6. Why'd you just say popcorn?
4 more damage. You
Why
guys
did you
see
just say
6
popcorn?
wince just a little bit and grab his arm as it
Clara,
continues to
share
burn
some.
within.
All right, 4 points.
4
Thank
more
you.
damage. Yep.
4 damage. Writing it down.
It's ranch
and-
popcorn, though. I don't
okay.
know if you like that.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
Popcorn,
know,
that
but all
sounds
I know
good.
is that my vape will
Um,
taste like popcorn.
5, 10, 15.
My
so
popcorn tastes like popcorn.
20 would
Holy
put me
shit.
at the crossroad there. 25, 30, 35, 40. I think if I've calculated this correctly, I can get to the secondary crossroad. To the left.
Way over here.
Are you pinging? No, just the. Sorry. So if we go.
There?
There?
to-
Yep,
yes,
you can reach
right
there with
there,
40.
right there. All right. I would like to pop that.
Okay. So you
I
start
know I
running
might get
there,
shot at here.
and about here, you discover another ambusher,
Wow!
who is going to use his held action to take 2 swipes at you with a large curved blade.
Okay.
The first is a 22 to hit.
Okay.
These
That
guys
hits.
do not have a large modifier. They're just rolling really, really well. And a nat 1.
That's
Okay.
okay.
So the first one will
First
hit
one hits.
for a grand total of 10 slashing damage. As you're running down the hall, a blade appears in front of you and slashes you across the gut. And you look over, and this dark-skinned man is
Ow.
holding it and ready to swing again. Or when he swings again, this time you grab his arm and throw it away from him.
6, throw the
And he
bead.
gets back into position to fight. I'll add him
I punch him.
with... Oh, yeah, it's your turn. You have your action again. Let me add him to the initiative. He rolled 12. So he is here, which is actually kind of advantageous. Okay, yeah, roll to hit.
Actually, I do a headbutt.
Headbutt, fuck it.
Ooh.
With a nat 1. So you grab his arm and throw it away from him. So his Blake, you guys hear like this very loud I can't even think of the word for the sound like this. The sound of his sword streaking across the stone. There's the sound sing as it goes
Clatter.
across. Not a clatter, not a sting. I don't know. But as you do that, he's kind of thrown off his balance, and you go to headbutt him, but he dives out of the way, and he's kind of off balance now as you did that, but he's not hit. Yeah, he's kind of doing like that whole like, Exactly. Anything else? You only have one attack?
That's all I got. Well, I moved 40 feet.
You only get one attack unless you use key points?
Oh,
Don't you?
no, I do get a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll fire off a second clip here. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Forgot
you
all
have
about
more
that.
than one attack without key points.
And we'll just use an elbow because elbows are cool.
No, they're not.
I mean, some.
There we go. Okay.
This elbow is cool.
You
And-
mean a weenus?
That'll
Yes.
hit.
I've never been
So
so
with that,
aroused.
as he's kind of off balance, you use that opportunity to elbow him in the chest, or actually in the gut, and kind of knocks the wind out of him a little bit. And he tries to stand up and continue to fight.
All right.
That looked like it hurt.
All right.
All right,
That's where we at.
Bess.
Yes, that's me. I suppose I'll follow where 6 is going.
Okay. You move up and you see him mid-combat with this guy. You see this man
Does he
winded.
still look injured?
6? You see a new
I
splattering
do.
of
Or does
blood
he
on the
look
ground.
fine?
6. He looks like he's doing okay, but there's a splattering of blood on the ground. You take it he got hit again by something.
Yeah. I'm not in danger. Yes.
I'm gonna...
You are technically within melee range of this guy.
Me?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
technically. I could like taunt him. I don't know.
Hang on 1 second here.
Wait just 1 second.
I think... Honestly, I'm just gonna hold there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Very good.
No biggie. Unfortunately, with his roll, it's his turn again. So he's gonna try. Actually, he's gonna try 2 swipes. Seeing Bess enter the fray, he's gonna first swipe at 6 and then at Bess. At 6, that is a 9 to hit.
Not a hit.
He redirects it to Bess. The second at Bess is a 24 to hit.
Oops.
Oh, yep, that hits me.
All right. So you are going to take as the curved blade reaches around the corner. 6 points of slashing damage as he kind of slashes across your left shoulder.
Leo?
Mhm.
And he is going to hold, I suppose. You hear him shout out, for those who speak Elven, you hear him shout out, "Oh, you can fire now, I'm cornered!" Alright, Zelfra, it's your turn.
Alright. 10, 20, 30. You're behind that corner, aren't you?
You can see him there.
Yes.
You can see him there.
I can see him.
Yeah.
Does he see me?
Yeah, you can see him like frantically looking down, reloading, and looking up at you, and looking down, and reloading, and looking up at you.
Does he look burnt?
You can use a perception check to check, but that'll take your action. From here, hard to say.
Well, I just want to see if he's the one I already hit with this.
I think that guy we left dead in
I
the...
kind of go, so I can see him.
You can see him. He will have cover, though, as he's around the corner.
Oh.
I'll just go ahead
Doesn't
and
matter. Magic missile.
reveal
I
it.
was going to say, guess I'm not using anything that needs to roll.
Motherfucker. Okay.
So 3, I'm going to cast it at level 3.
Alright. Roll the d4s,
So-
motherfucker.
I believe it is going to be 5d4 plus 5.
On a level 3? Holy shit, okay.
Well, it's a level 1 with 3. Level 4 is 4. Level 3 is 5.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Shit.
How's that?
Ooh, that's some good damage. Okay. You watch. He seems a bit confident, a little shaken, but kind of confident as he kind of hides around the corner, and then just fucking as they wrap around the corner and strike him in the chest.
I picture they like that cartoon style. They shoot, they stop abruptly, and they just turn and slam
Yeah, they
into
stop,
him.
and then as if they like had faces to look, they turn to him, and then. You guys hear the scream of this man getting hit by 5 bolts. Okay.
I look back to 6. I'm gonna get shot here soon.
Okay, he's going to drink that.
I hope not. It hurts.
Okay. You guys hear some clanging of glass from my ping here, which you can't quite see, but you will very shortly. So I'll just. Go
Alden, I
ahead
don't
and-
like what you just said. That nobody seems to be commenting on.
I was letting it go.
He drinks that. I'm not
Anyway.
a fan.
So, Sam, it's your turn.
Moving right along.
Alden, I do have to get up early tomorrow, but not as early as I normally do, since I only have 1 tier. So I can probably go until 11:30ish.
That's kind of what I was thinking, Rudan, so that's okay.
I have
I
to be
want
up at
that
7
thing.
a.m., so...
Okay, yeah.
Well, I have to be up at 6:40, so
I don't have to be
I
up
need
at
more
any
sleep
specific
than normal
time.
people.
I'll probably be up at like 4, but I'm just gonna probably go to the bathroom and then go back to bed for a while.
God, Jason, I can't wait to meet you. I want to give you the biggest fucking hug. I can't believe this.
Sam, it is your turn.
The bathroom.
15, 20. I want that thing.
I have yet to meet anybody who's also used the bathroom.
Actually,
When do I
So
start
much in
taking
common.
shots?
5,
We need to have a
10,
game.
15,
We take shots. We can actually do a Direwood in
20.
person.
25, 30.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, Jason is
35.
here. We could totally do an in-person
Nice
Direwood.
dash.
I would love to.
5, 10, 15,
He just fucking
20,
leaves.
25, 30, 35.
All right, so you used your action to dash around and flank.
Yep.
I look back. Where the fuck did he go?
Yeah, you just hear the echoes of Sam splashing around.
Echoes of
And you
Sam.
You're
look
all- I
forward,
will
you
mention
see me
you-
in-
you're-
around the.
You are all currently like in
Level.
ankle-deep water.
Festival crafting.
It's not quite like
Sploosh,
difficult
sploosh,
terrain,
sploosh,
but there's a lot of
sploosh,
sploosh. Yeah, he's a big guy, so it's just spoosh, 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 spoosh.
I just shout at the fucking firearm guy. I'm fucking coming for you.
Do you want to make an intimidation check? I'll allow it as a bonus action, technically.
Guy just starts pissing his pants.
Yeah.
Drop your weapon. I want it.
We have you surrounded.
Drop your weapon. I want it.
Pretty much. I fucking want that thing.
We have you surrounded. There's only 2 of you.
We're surrounded by the enemy. Good. Then it doesn't matter
Okay.
which way we fire.
Noted,
Just start
thank you.
shooting.
Bro, my eye.
Okay, then it is Percy's turn.
So like, I think I'm kind of just chilling. I'm waiting for shit to happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow and beat the shit out of someone. I know that for a fact. I don't know who yet though. I'll find out when I get there.
You want to just use your 15 feet just to get to the group here?
Oh no. I'm gonna search
By the
the
way,
guy.
can I
I'm
see
searching this
what's
guy.
over here?
Oh, you're gonna use your action to investigate. Okay.
Yep. I'm searching him for whatever the fuck this gun loads with.
Okay. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Holden,
What?
can I see in this direction?
Yeah, you would have passed by it. I'll give you that.
Yeah, Holden.
I should be able to see
Another
it from
corridor.
here.
Another corridor. Yeah. Let's see. Within 11, you are able to kind of rifle through, pun intended.
I get it.
And you do find a dagger and a little pouch on his side. It's a little wet now, and it's been on the ground, but it contains. Fuck it. Actually, you roll a d12 for me.
Oh, I will. My mouse pad's on my lap. I didn't think.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Yeah. Some are pretty soaked to the point you imagine they probably aren't usable, but you do find 9 usable bullets. They're like these. They don't look like conventional bullets. They're like these little rounded in the back and pointed at the front. Almost ball bearing. They look like pointed ball bearings.
Nice.
But at the front, they have like this little slit as if it was they were attached to the ball bearing. Like the pointed end has a little like screw on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you find
can
9. You find 9 Gloucester fire rounds.
Is there an ability, or is there enough action left in my actions to figure out how it loads, or is that a next turn thing?
That'd be another action.
Gotcha. How much do I know how much damage this does?
No.
Is it a finesse weapon? Should I?
We can figure that out later.
Gotcha.
If you figure out how it works.
Okay.
Okay. So then it's gonna be this guy's turn. Who
Wait.
was it? What?
What the fuck is the whacker? Oh, that's my other sword. Okay. I
Thanks.
have the whomper and the whacker. I forgot I changed the name.
Thanks. So he reaches. Let's see. We have to make a save. No, he's not gonna shoot Sam. He is unbothered. He's gonna turn around the corner and shoot.
Behind cover.
Yeah, he's gonna turn around and shoot at the most obvious target, which is Zelfer.
He's
So another
unbothered.
loud boom echoes throughout these halls, and that is
Excuse you.
natural 16, dirty 20.
I cannot stop that.
I was like, can he shield this? I don't know. Yeah.
I cannot
That
stop
is a
that.
dirty
It's
20.
free too high for attack.
So that is going to be. Oh wow, low damage. That is only 5 piercing damage as this thing enters, probably like your lower, like your calf.
All right, look at it. Look
It
up.
enters his monstrous dick, and he is unaffected.
6, did I have you? Did I have you take fire damage as when it hit you? Did I have you? I don't think I did because I was supposed to.
I don't think so.
But I that's my fault, so I won't do it. It's supposed to be when it hits and at the start of each of your turns. So I won't do that
look
to you.
at my leg. Look up. Look at my leg.
Oh my
look
God.
up. And go. You're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, and you look up and it kind of hurts just a little bit as you take 1 fire damage. Just rolled the lowest shit on you.
I just gotta go. You're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, and he looks a little frightened. He's gonna use his movement to 5, 10, 30. Okay, okay. He uses his movement to get the fuck out of there. 6, it is your turn.
Can I pause for 1 second? I'm filling some pills for my mouth, so just skip over me for
Okay.
a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
I can imagine what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I won't tell you the die because I don't want you guys to know yet until like you understand the weapons, but in case you might use them. But yeah, he rolled a 3 and a 1. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, we're
on
gonna
his
use him.
damage die.
Holden,
Yes,
I love you.
I love you, bitch.
Holden.
Kind of fucking hetero of you guys.
Holden.
What?
Clara loves you.
Ew.
Hey!
Holden,
What?
while you're sitting there,
Go on.
can you stop being so gay?
No.
Holden. Holden.
No.
You're live.
What?
Sorry for stop. You're gonna make a mess. Stop. Bitch,
What's she doing?
Stop. She's throwing popcorn at me. Stop. She's got popcorn
Dude, you got
everywhere.
corned.
Again, fuck off. Fuck off. Eat a dick.
Did you just tell Clara to fuck off? Excuse you? Excuse
Yeah,
the
how dare
fuck
you.
out of you?
Fuck ass.
Fuck you.
Fuck ass.
Oh, it went back in my bowl.
Nice.
What?
Fuck ass. That's a good one. I like that one.
Damn, got syphilis.
Right. I'm assuming 6 is
Love
just
you,
gonna
babe.
punch this guy a bunch, but I don't want to call
Probably.
that without him here. Damn it, I was really hoping we'd get further into this thing tonight. But I suppose we'll possibly be having an extra...
What?
Are we gonna be able to do an extra session over the weekend while Jason and Jesse are here?
I'd be done.
It'll be a Friday night. That's when you get here. Saturday day, Sunday day. And then I don't know when Jesse, does your flight leave on Monday?
Let me check.
But for sure...
Sadie is running around
Okay,
with
I'm
a
back, so
disembodied
sorry.
hand.
I punch.
Hey, Oreo.
You punched the shit out of him, yeah?
What weekend is that he's here?
17th.
The 17th.
I work 3 to 9:30, and then Saturday 12 to 9:30.
And a knee.
Are you willing to stay up late?
Always.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
I can hear
You're
you.
just a
You're
little
sexy.
You're
quiet.
quiet.
Okay, so with
I heard something about a knee.
a kick and a knee for a grand total of 20 damage. Okay, so 6 starts laying into this guy.
Cuddly cat.
He's looking very worse for wear, let me tell you. Those are both
Sorry,
hits.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry. Two attacks there.
Yep, you laid into him. He's looking very worse for wear. Both of those hit.
And then I look at him and I say, where is your backup now? But I say it in Elven.
Okay. He looks fucking
Nice.
panicked.
Okay.
My flight back leaves at about 3:30.
In fact,
Okay.
make an intimidation check for that.
Okay.
We also gotta text Tammy for when to talk about the lease and show you the place.
You.
Right.
Oh, excuse.
I'm gonna give
Come
you a
on.
free
There we
intimidation
go.
check on that one.
Thank you.
Baby Sadie.
Yes, Oreo. Can
Okay.
you hear voices?
You see him look a little scared for a moment.
Okay.
And he's wavering. You can tell, like, he wants to keep fighting, but he's scared, and his stance doesn't soften. It becomes more rigid. Like, you can tell he's scared as fuck.
Okay.
Best, it is your turn.
All right.
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I use Control Water, which is a 4th level spell, to drown him?
Holy fuck.
That escalated.
You can
I'm a
certainly
cleric.
try,
Can I
because
drown
you're
him?
only in ankle-deep water right now.
Oreo.
And she controls it and she puts it in
How
a
much
bubble
water do you
around his head.
control?
He's 70.
It says my components. I only need a drop of water. Until the spell ends, you can control any freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side.
Cube up
The
to
human
100
body
feet.
is an area.
Okay,
She can pull all of the water out of him.
sure. How about, let's have you, what, are you trying to drown him? Are you trying to, like,
Yeah.
splash him back, or what exactly are you?
I want to drown him.
Okay, so you're just trying to push so much water at him that he starts to drown.
Yeah. Really unpleasant.
Okay,
Please.
fuck, why don't you roll a 1d20 plus proficiency plus wisdom. So I think for you that's, yeah, plus 7. So 1d20 plus 7 to see how this goes. I'm gonna allow this.
So it's /roll space 1d20 plus 7?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, God. Okay. As the water at your guys, that is a maniacal laugh. As the water around you guys, even Sam, all of you feel the water starts to be pulled from around your ankles and rushes toward her. How do you want to do this?
I want to... Can I force water into his nose and mouth?
Sure.
I'm gonna just do that and force it in.
Okay, you guys
And
feel the
just
water rushing around your ankles, and all of a
drown
sudden,
him.
all at once, it pushes up into his face, and he drops his sword, and it clangs onto the now dry ground, and you just hear, and he drops to his knees as Bess continues to pull a spell on him, and he drops to the ground as water starts to leak from like every hole in his body.
How
Fucking dark.
how much seaweed was there? 'Cause that guy might be allergic to seaweed too.
I look over and go.
He ain't
"He's
allergic to shit now.
water. He's allergic to water.
Yeah, when his nose and he
Next
couldn't
was gonna
breathe.
be his turn, but now he's dead as fuck.
You're welcome.
Zelfred, is your turn.
Wow.
How much fire damage do I take? I have a bullet in my leg.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. I'm going to walk into here, pull out a knife,
Ah.
and dig this bullet out of my leg.
Oh boy. Okay.
He's ouchieing
Make
himself.
a medicine check. Are you proficient in medicine?
No.
Make it with disadvantage.
I have a lucky point. Just keep that in mind.
I don't think anybody in our party is proficient in medicine.
I will not use a luck point and take the 18.
Okay.
Hello?
Kevin,
You just drowned
We're
someone.
best.
Settle down.
Given you start rifling around in your calf with a knife, and it hurts like a fucking bitch, but luckily it's not too deep in there. You're able to pop it out, and it kind of ting, 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 ting on the ground, and you take 2 points of slashing damage as you pull it out.
I
But the
grab
burning-
bullet, go.
The burning sensation from the bullet is now replaced with the burning sensation from the knife.
I go. 6! I can get it out of your arm! And I hold up the bullet I took from my leg.
Okay, it's now this guy's turn.
And he's gonna
Well,
drink that again.
Sam, it
Let's
is your
just
turn.
have him drink all of the things. Alright. 5, 10. What do I see? 'Cause I can't see. I'm
Right.
blind.
You see, whatever the hall you're in continues, and then there's also some
15.
to the right. At this point, you would see there's some sort of room to the right here.
20.
Okay, let me do that for you.
25, 30.
Okay.
35.
Okay, I'll just reveal all
or
this to you.
Whatever the hell's in there.
Now, as you round the corner, hello! You see him
Oh,
frantically finishing up reloading his
Yeah,
gun.
I'm gonna fucking stab him.
Your movement speed is 35?
Yeah, 35.
Fuck
You're a big
you.
motherfucker.
Okay.
Womp.
Even with your heavy armor on?
Fucking, yeah.
Heavy armor doesn't affect movement speed, I don't believe.
I guess if
It's
he's
just
proficient,
stealth.
yeah. Fuck me. Okay.
Whack him.
Fucking slash.
Yeah, with
Did that do anything?
Whacking slash.
yeah, how do you want to do this?
I fucking cut his head off.
Okay, you walk around the corner, you see him frantically, he finishes reloading, he raises the rifle up to your chest, but before he can pull the trigger, one slash across the neck,
Can
and
I
it's
cut
gone.
his fucking arm off with the fucking gun and then cut his head off?
Sure,
How are
why
you
the
guys
fuck
gonna
not?
gasp at me for drowning someone and not gasp at him for decapitating
Yeah.
someone?
Because it's
you're a
Just
expected
gonna
of
leave
me.
Yeah.
that there.
He finishes
You're a
reloading.
swear.
Of me.
But wait a second. Drowning
seen
is way
Sam
more
do this
painful.
before.
Yeah,
I
you
do what I
hear
want.
you hear him whispering. You don't speak Elven, do you?
Me?
Yeah. No, you hear him whispering, fuck, and he raises the rifle up to you, and you slash his arm completely off.
I understood the fuck part.
Yeah, he screams, ah! And then the screaming suddenly comes to an abrupt stop as his head is completely chopped off, and you guys just hear a thud down the hall.
And gurgling.
Can I take my bonus action to pick up the rifle?
Sure, why not?
There's an arm attached to it at this point.
Yeah, but you comes with a free arm.
Nice.
steal.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
beat his friends with it.
Yeah, so you pick up as well. You can add to your inventory a Gloucester fire rifle
And an arm.
and a Gloucester man's arm. Yeah.
Now we just need one more for the other people.
Right.
That would be 3 more.
Well,
What?
I meant another one to give to the
Nice.
McCollums.
Is that the
Yeah,
end of your
no,
turn?
I'm definitely keeping this rifle.
Yep.
All right. Then, as there are no threats immediately that you are aware of, I think we will stop there for tonight for the sake of those who have to get up early. Yeah, I think that's where we'll end for tonight with the thud of a beheaded man hitting the ground and blood spewing into the water. That is now receding back to where it came from after Bess just brutally fucking drowned a man.
He hurt
Standing.
my friends.
He sure
Hey,
did.
hey. Drowning is a natural thing. His death was caused by natural causes.
That's right.